Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done.
I've been here before and I know what it takes. Hard work, dedication, ThaBoxingvoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Ain't nobody take that away. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
Oh, and the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder. I think anybody out there listening or your kid, anybody, think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are here to talk some more boxing. Dillian Whyte back in the headlines, really making us laugh this morning. I don't know, insinuating somehow that Anthony Joshua could be ducking him, and as he puts it, doesn't want any of this Dillian Whyte smoke. I don't know if I believe that, but hey, man, he made me chuckle, and I'm sure he's going to make a lot of other fans chuckle. We were about a minute late today, and that's because I was trying to get Dillian Whyte on. I was talking to his brother in the back, Lamar, so maybe we get him, maybe we don't, but we do have two other heavyweights scheduled. Obviously not Dillian Whyte, but we're working on that. But yeah, we have scheduled is Sonny Conto, a heralded amateur, multiple Golden Gloves, declarated amateur. We will allow him to, tell us a little more about himself and peek into his future. Young up-and-coming prospect in the heavyweight division from the Philadelphia area. So we'll find out just who he's been in the ring with and how are things going for the preparations of that pro debut. Then we'll have a tough veteran that's been in the ring with both Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I don't know if the rumors are correct or if I'm mistaking him with Dubois, but I hear Lenroy Thomas might have dropped Anthony Joshua in sparring, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll get his take on heavyweight division, his comeback, who he's training with, where he's at. Once upon a time, he was with Keith Thurman's trainer. Then he transitioned to Ken Porter, the trainer of Sean Porter. And we'll find out where he's at the moment. What else do we got lined up for you later on tonight at 5 o'clock? We'll have Caleb Plant, who will be facing Jose Ustategui this month. And then we'll also have who else? Oh,
Jared Hurd at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, just a unified champ, Jared Hurd. No biggie. For those not watching, that was me, buffing the nails, braggadocious, like the way I like my fighters to talk. Kind of like Mikey Garcia yesterday. So if you haven't caught that one, maybe you should check that one out too. It's doing really good on all platforms. So people really enjoying Mikey's daring to be great challenge here. But let's get this thing going. We got co-hosts from Corpus and Indiana. No reason to wait any longer.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Two attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. Two to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What's going on out there? Damn, echo. But anyway, what's going out there in TBV land? Long night, man. I wasn't feeling too good. I had some NyQuil, and you don't want to take NyQuil at fucking nighttime. That should have fucked you up in the morning. Also, Dillian Whyte, man, he wants the trilogy, the trilogy, so to
Yo,
speak.
that was
So,
the funniest part. I'm sorry. I know this is your intro. I should have read that quote. He talking about AJ won one, I've won one. This would be the decider. Like, yo, talk about holding weight over an amateur fight. I'm gonna have to call Mikey, Thurman, like all those dudes, Demetrius. They hold wins over certain people. We'll talk about it. I'm so
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, he feel like that he has a victory over AJ, so they need to settle the score. So, I mean, like I said, yesterday and the time before that, I mean, if this fight happens and AJ can get Fury or Wilder, I'm down with it. I have no problem with it. But Dillian Whyte, yeah, leave that amateur shit back when it's an amateur. But I did come across a fight last night that Dillian Whyte was like,
that shit made me laugh, bruh. You know, I didn't know if you was trolling. Yo,
I just put it in there.
Yo,
I just put it in there.
Mike purposely didn't want to do an intro. He wanted to get straight into boxing talk. This dude put a Taekwondo Big Baby Miller a la Dillian Whyte kickboxing match in the production chat. Bro, I magnified that shit to 110% to make sure that I was Dillian Whyte. What the fuck is Dillian Whyte doing in the ring, throwing kicks and punch? I mean, yo.
That was
a straight up Taekwondo fighter. His trainer had a dojo jacket on, bro, with a Cobra Kai on the back. Yo, we wildin'. We talking way too much. Let me introduce Mario real quick.
Go ahead, Mario, man.
Oh my God.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, man. It's definitely been heavyweight talk the last couple days. I feel like this is such a weird. I don't want to feel like flip-flopping and stuff because I know we've all been accused of that lately. And but it's just crazy. Like, I can't ride with Dillian Whyte the way he's talking. I saw the quote yesterday, read a little bit of the interview dialogue because I couldn't find the video. And yeah, it was like I was like Bird Box. Like, I didn't even want to see the shit he was talking about. Like, I had to cover my eyes because unless you got the DeLorean, homie, and you're gonna hop in it and you want to, talk about shit like that, that win in the amateurs does not have shit to do with what's going on today. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is two different worlds. I mean, that's like saying, LeBron James lost a male volleyball game to some dude in the European League, and now that dude wants to get him on the court in the NBA. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's stupid. That shit's ridiculous. But what's good?
Hey, man.
I like that one, bro. But
real quick.
Nah. Keith just texted me. Keith Thurman. Thurman texted me. He said that his next fight after Josecito is Demetrius Andre because Demetrius Andre beat him once. So this one is the decider. This was the decider right here.
Hey, man, real quick, back to that Taekwondo thing real quick, man.
I posted it in the chat.
Hey, did you see how big the guy was he was fighting, bro? Man, Dillian Whyte been on that nigga.
Dillian Whyte been on that UK diet from the very beginning. And I say berry because he been picking cherries and berries from the very beginning, okay? This motherfucker was fighting a Taekwondo fighter that was like coming up to his, and I ain't even going front. Bruh, Dillian Whyte got a serious case of motherfucking, what's that shit, Mario? You a weightlifter, gyno, whatever?
Oh, gyno? Yeah.
Bro, in that Taekwondo fight, I ain't know if he should be wearing a sports bra or what. Look, let me shut up.
Oh, shit. God damn, you're trying to get him on the show and you just said that.
He might come on. Look,
somebody's going to tweet him what the fuck you just said.
Bro, let me tell you something. Niggas respect that I'm 100% real.
You got titties in it?
Oh, man, stop. I guess that's because I zoomed in.
Yeah, I ain't zoomed in, homie.
I zoomed in to make sure that was him. I thought you was trolling me.
Nah, bro, I don't know how it came across my time. I said Dillian Whyte. Let me look at this shit. Man, Dillian Whyte out there throwing kicks, knee in them motherfucker. I said, oh my God,
I'm gonna be honest though, like all criticism aside, he looked good.
Yeah, he's slim.
Yeah. Well, he has the background in it, though.
Let me tell you what I did. I copied and pasted it this morning. and I sent it straight to Big Baby Miller at like 8:09, hoping that boop, then helps us get that interview that he's been ducking to. Everybody busy, man. But since Big Baby Miller was a Taekwondo dude and these dudes got, some sort of history with the back and forth, it's a heavyweight morning show. I said, man, this might do the trigger. Maybe this will entice him to talk early in the morning because he's not a morning dude. But we need these morning shows to get popping.
Yeah, man.
Yo, that would be great if we could get them fight a kickboxing match at the appreciation night.
Bro, listen, I got
Just like raise the funds.
The issue, of course, the video's old, Jack. I mean, he obviously isn't a kickboxer now.
No shit, Jack. Goddamn.
Jack is not the truth. Look, you made me fucking forget what I was gonna say. What the fuck was I? Hey, anyway, someone take it away until I remember. Fucking Jack.
Yeah, look. As far as Dillian Whyte, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, someone go to the Sky Sports interview. Let's read the quotes because we get accused often of twisting things around here. So let's just let them hear it from Whyte himself. I think there's even audio we can play, right? Michael?
I didn't see no audio.
Yeah, there should be. I'll try and listen to it in the background. There's like 2 videos on the same article. I'm pretty sure that's where they got it from because he was interviewed on Soccer AM and Sky Sports just used the quotes to make the interview. I mean, to make the article.
Yeah, well, look, I don't think Joshua's scared of Whyte. I think Whyte is trolling him to try to get him in the ring, obviously. I think this is the thing, though, because
the word scared, he said he don't want none of this Dillian.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. But here's the thing. Either way, it's trolling. He knows, Dillian Whyte knows that shows like ours, shows like, there are other shows and media outlets are pushing Ortiz, Big Baby, like, this is a competition at the end of the day. This is a business and he's trying to drive his brand. Him saying what he's saying is no different than Coca-Cola putting out a Super Bowl commercial because Pepsi got a Super Bowl commercial. And the more crazy shit he says, the more the crazy, commercial he got to put out. You know what I mean? So like, however much hype and smoke that someone's got around him, he's got to come back and he's got to heighten his. I mean, he cannot believe that him and Joshua are 1-1. Like, that's crazy. Like, he knows that he's fucking around. Like, he knows that it's a joke. I don't believe him. He seems like
he's so delusional
for real. Like, that's crazy to me.
No, because he's so delusional that he's kind of not getting that he already got the amateur get back fight. Like, you beat him in the amateurs. That's why they gave you the first fight.
And that's how they promoted it. That's how they promoted it.
So like for him to say, oh, we're 1-1. Now we need a tiebreaker. It's like, wait a minute. I thought you guys were having the other one because you beat him. But look, if the British public is going to keep buying it up, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep selling it to them. It's like that saying, I'm spilling what you're mopping. They over there mopping it up. They love it.
Well, he should just worry about his merits because I think that his merits are good enough to keep him in the conversation. Here's what I'm afraid of, though. It's like, I feel like if he doesn't get Joshua, is he just going to hang around? Like, here's the deal. If Fury and Wilder fight and then, Joshua ends up picking like Big Baby, like White's got to go after Ortiz. He has to. And vice versa. If he picks Ortiz, he's got to go after Big Baby. He cannot take a sidestep. He can't take a back step. Like Chisora, I thought looked great. I do. But so many people in the public believe that was a sidestep. That was a back step. And because of that perception, he has to come out and have a dominant victory over somebody in the top 5. And there's only so many, fighters left.
I don't believe that he would necessarily go to a Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz fight. Just, if everything took place the way that you said, if Big Baby ended up getting the Joshua fight because Wilder ended up getting the Fury rematch, I'm not 100% sure. Dillian is in a very good position in terms of rankings with multiple ranking sanctioning bodies. So it would be naive. It could jeopardize his career by taking an unnecessary fight. Look, you got guys like Mike and others that feel he's done enough, feel he's deserves the shot. So he should kind of sit and wait at this point. I don't think he's going to sit and wait because that's the reason he took the Derek Chisora fight. He said, why wait around? So, but I don't expect anything better than a Chisora at this point.
See, I feel the opposite. I feel like he should fight somebody in that top 5 if he doesn't get Joshua. I don't think he will because you're absolutely right. He is in the conversation. We're talking about him 2 days in a row because he's in that conversation, because he's worthy of that talk. He deems himself worthy over what he's done and the antics outside of the ring, the questionable quotes, they just make it more fun to talk about him. I would love to get Big Baby on and have his side of the conversation. Maybe he can say some wild stuff too that'll have us talking. But at the end of the day, Dillian Whyte's doing everything right outside and inside the ring. I just hope that in his mind, doing just enough isn't good enough. Like I really want to see him dare to be great because I do believe he is a great fighter. I think he's gotten better from the Joshua fight.
Hold on. Playing devil's advocate, isn't he daring to be great by challenging Joshua? Isn't that the
absolutely
heavyweight?
Absolutely, but that's also a money fight for him. That's also the Canelo fight for him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, daring to be great. And at the same time, win or lose, no one's going to hold. Like, there's very little risk in that fight. I want to see him take risk.
All over again.
Exactly. Oh, that was a good analogy. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, I really want to get Big Baby on. I want to talk to him, especially after the interviews we had yesterday. With Chris was on, and Lil B-Hop, and we also had his trainer, Mr. Sosa. I'm not even trying to pronounce his first name. I fuck it up all the time. Arellano. Yeah. So, after hearing them talk, it just sounds like all this is so terrific because I feel like they're interchangeable players. Either way, if these men fight each other, we're getting the best fight the best. I just don't want to see 5 of these heavyweights that we continue to talk about in fights with 5 different men, come 2019.
When he was talking about the fight with the potential fight with AJ, Sky Sports article, he said it's a good fight. He's a good champion. I believe this time around I'll knock him out because I'll take the fight to him. Last time I sat back and waited. I was trying to box and trying to wait for him to get tired. He goes on to say, this time I'll take the fight to him, and I've already and I've just got to hit him once. I've proven that already on 2 separate occasions. And this time I'm in better shape. Physically, I'm stronger, more boxing IQ, better speed, better everything.
And look, again, playing devil's advocate, he isn't lying. I watched the first fight 2 more times in the last 3 weeks. Probably less than that in the last 10 days. I watched it. One day we were having a show, and I told you guys I had it playing in the background. He looks better than the first time, but he doesn't look to the point where I'm saying, yeah, he actually has a shot. I'm not there yet. But Dillian Whyte was talking to Soccer AM, where Whyte was speaking of obviously the desire to have this Anthony Joshua fight. And now I want to quote, he says, we've been trying to make this fight behind the scenes for a while.
I got that audio.
Go for it, champ.
I'm about to send it to you. Keep talking.
Perfect. We've been trying to speak. We were meant to hear after Wilder and Tyson Fury. What's happening? But we've heard nothing. Now, I know for Whyte, this is him putting it out there like, look, they ducking me. We were deep in negotiations. We were going back and forth. They said after Wilder Fury we would know something. Now they're going silent. But what I'm hearing is they've always had this Dillian Whyte backup plan, the way that TBV's always been saying, the way that the listeners have been calling in, that it was always going to be Whyte. Now, the quote also demonstrates that this could be showing tales of Anthony Joshua simply not wanting this Dillian Whyte fight anymore. And that's why the talks have gone cold. That's why the communication has ceased. And that the talks between Joshua wanting Wilder or Fury are more serious. And that's why Dillian Whyte is coming out now publicly, feeling out in the cold, feeling like, yo, we had a deal. Go for it.
No, check out the production chat. I put it in there for you.
Oh, you the man.
Me and you, let's do it now. Or did you know what was coming?
He should have said it straight away because we've been trying to make the fight behind the scenes. So wow, we've been trying to
really
speak. We was meant to hear after Wilder and Tyson Fury fight what's happening.
Why hasn't it happened? Why hasn't it happened?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, this is a business, and he's thinking Dylan's potential problem. You know, there's other easier paydays out there. You know, so let's see.
How do you see things develop?
Yo, how you gonna say that Dillian is a problem? There's other easier paydays out there. So, all right. So now he's saying Joshua doesn't want Wilder, Fury, or Dillian Whyte. I mean, he's bugging. Let me see.
I'm guessing saying Big Baby is that easier payday, maybe taking a little shot at him.
I mean, look, according to the UK public and Black and White, which is another reason why I want to get Big Baby on, you know, and reading this article, yo, listen, even Dillian Whyte has a point. I know you guys have made it before, but I guess reading his words hit closer to home when he was like, you know, all these other champions had an easier route to their title shot. Joshua, Wilder, and Fury. And when you think about it, you know who Fury fought to get Klitschko. You know, it was the Jared Chisora and Christian Hammer.
Yeah.
You know, and you know who AJ fought to get Charles Martin. It was Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who Wilder fought to get Bermain Stavern. To be
somebody named Gavin.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Remember they called in and said the fighter pulled out, so he had to fight Gavin on like short notice just to stay busy.
Yeah. So listen,
I hear y'all talking, and listen, I really hope that he's saying Big Baby is that easier payday, because then that would be the fight we'd get. I'm scared that he's not talking about Big Baby. I'm scared that he's talking some person that we don't even know right now, or somebody out of the top 10.
No. I don't. No. AJ's never. No. You see, look,
that's just the boxing fan in me.
No, I hear you. I could take shots at AJ all day, but I try to stay within the realm of, you know, possibility as much as possible. And I think that I've never seen him not take a top 10 or top, like, he won't do under.
No, you're right. And that's not even a shot at AJ. That's not a shot at AJ. That's a shot at boxing and the landscape of boxing over the last, well, really forever, but mostly the last 25 years. You know, the business of boxing, we've seen champions at the top of the division take crazy ass fights. You know, Danny Garcia, Rod Salka, like, we've seen those moments, and those are the moments that scare me the most. But you're right. I mean, you got to give props to Joshua, and you have to assume that he's thinking Big Baby or Tease. Hopefully, I doubt it, but you know, you got to at least give him some credit.
I think Joshua lowest opponent after the Charles Martin fight was probably tacking him, and that was off 10 days notice as the guy pulled out. So Joshua fights one thing you can say about Joshua, he don't fight people outside the top 15 or top 12. You know what I'm saying? He always fights good, solid talent.
Yeah. So
Javier just mentioned the Pulev fight. What do y'all think about that?
I was gonna say, you know,
Top Rank got that sold up.
I hate that Javier mentioned it, because I was gonna say no, but that doesn't matter. You know, Top Rank and Eddie Hearn have gone to purse bid before.
I know, as I'm saying, that's what Bob is trying to do, is bring that.
Well, you know who, you know, because you and I are so we're on the same path. So you know who you and I spoke to yesterday. Like, You know, you seen the conversation. You seen what Heavyweight said. He'll be making a big announcement and he'll come on the show and give us that information.
Ooh.
You know where he's signed to, and you know where Pulev just got signed to. It's not difficult to put these pieces together. You know, I'm just a beast at it. You know, it's like,
yeah, that's true. But I mean,
I had Lego.
I don't think that's smart for him to do. I think it needs one at least one. At least one before.
One.
He need at least one
Bruh,
before.
stop talking in code. Why you scared to tell the people? It's just your theory. It ain't fucking breaking.
I mean,
tell us.
He needs one before he fights Pulev, and I'm saying one.
Andy Ruiz. You think
Yeah.
Andy Ruiz needs one fight before Pulev? I think that time waits for no man. This is boxing. Opportunities don't come every day. Andy Ruiz is on BoxRec number 21. Pulev is number 7. The connection between Pulev, Top Rank, and Andy Ruiz gives Andy the opportunity to catapult, not jump, catapult himself to the top 10 rankings.
And here's the problem though with Andy Ruiz is that he was supposed to be that guy for so long. And look, there have been injuries, there have been other things outside the ring that he hasn't been able to control, or maybe he has, I don't know. But he's pulled out of some fights, and I don't know, man. He should be further along in his career. I truly believe that he should have had his step up. And so I don't think that it's too soon.
Hold on. He did. And some thought he beat Joseph Parker.
No, and that okay, and so that's fair enough right there. I'll give you that. That's fine. I didn't consider that his step up win because he didn't win, but fine. There you go. And I think that that's reason enough for him to jump in the ring with anyone at this point. I mean, not that I'm saying he deserves it, but
I wouldn't go as far as saying it that way. I don't think that the win, I mean, a loss over Joseph Parker.
No. What I mean is he shouldn't be holding back for, hopes of getting better or getting the fight that gets him ready for, the top of the division.
Hey, one thing, and then that's over the dime. One thing, that I just want to see from Andy, bro. Man, what if Andy just gets in like the best shape he could possibly get in, bro? I think Andy has the hand speed, the talent, the power to be a player in this division. But I'm like Ness, man. I like my boxers to look like motherfucking boxers and not look like out of shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's always been a criticism of him. You're absolutely right. Like, I've seen him fight in person a couple times. He is surprisingly agile for his size.
That's what I'm saying.
He puts his punches together like a guy 30 pounds smaller than himself.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you're absolutely right on that though, Mike. I can't help but agree. It's got to be hard to put that guy on a fight poster, and take him serious.
And maybe sometimes, sometimes you get those guys that like Kownacki, Andy Ruiz, somebody else, Dominic Brazil. You get those guys that don't necessarily have that boxing body, but they have stamina, that they have talent. I mean, but I'm just, heavyweight division, we get spoiled with AJ and Wilder and Ortiz. These guys are all in great shape. But some of these guys, I mean, if they just put the extra little you know what I'm saying, maybe they can be a player. I mean, a real player in a division.
Yeah, and I've been to gyms. I've trained in 3 different gyms, and the heavyweights that I've seen in there, a lot of them, like, I see guys lose weight in other divisions just by going in there and sparring, just by going in there and running and hitting the heavy bag. But a lot of heavyweights I've seen, they don't lose that weight. They build up stamina, like you said, they build up conditioning, and they get into that boxing shape in terms of conditioning, but they do not lose that weight.
Yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and I bring with me the heralded amateur heavyweight star. Just signed his managerial contract, should be turning pro, but I'll let him tell you all the goodies on that, and the declarated amateur that he is. Let us know his background. I introduce to you the heavyweight Sonny Conto. How are you, Sonny?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I hope everyone's having a great morning.
We definitely are, and we thank you, obviously, for coming on the program. We're talking heavyweight boxing this morning. We were just discussing Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua. I wanted to have yourself on the show along with a couple of other heavyweights. But when I first received information on you, I immediately wanted to know more. So I'm going to turn it over to you so you can just tell the world a little bit about you. I know you come from the Philadelphia area and so many great fighters hail from there. But if you can give us a peek into the life and, you know, that the boxer that is Sonny Conto.
All right. I'm 22 years old. I started boxing when I was 10. I was always in and out of the gym. I played baseball as well. And I was a standout pitcher. So, you know, I didn't have a crazy amount of amateur fights, but I've always had that natural born, you know, boxing talent. I didn't love baseball like I love boxing. My first fight was actually at 119 pounds. So I kind of kept, you know, I'm very agile and athletic, and a lot of heavyweights don't move like me. I'm 6'5", like 210, 215. Like I said, my first fight was at 119 pounds. So I got real light feet for a heavyweight. And of course, you know, I could punch. I went out to my first national was the Golden Gloves in 2017. And I was a semifinalist. I lost a split decision against Cam F. Awesome, the most decorated USA amateur ever.
Yeah, we know about him.
Then I returned. Yeah, you know about him. Okay. So then that year, 2017, I fought at heavyweight and amateurs, which is 201 under. I came back in 2018, and I went to super heavyweight, and I got a silver medal in the nationals. A very close fight. The fight is on Facebook. It was a split decision. Rodney Hines, I believe, turned pro now. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I was born for this, and you know, I'm from South Philly, and you know, everyone knows the movie Rocky. I like telling them that I'm the real Rocky.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, Sonny. How you doing? Mario Munguia here. Listen, I was very interested in your story because I did play baseball in high school, redshirted in college. So I know how the scouting works in baseball and the programs. And you didn't just play baseball. I mean, you said you were a standout pitcher. I believe you led your team in college to a College World Series for D3. So tell me about that connection, because I don't know a lot of ball players that switched over to boxing. It seems very weird. I mean, obviously you were playing both or doing both from the beginning, but the connection there is unique to me. And also, at the level that you played at, being the kind of pitcher you are with the kind of athleticism you have, you had to have been scouted by the pros. I mean, there was never interest in the pros or MLB.
All right, so in high school, I couldn't play baseball. Unfortunately, you know, I was always goofing off and my grades and everything else. College came, and I actually walked on. And I haven't played baseball in a year. I just played, you know, some summer ball and just walked on. We made it to the College World Series. Yes, there was some, you know, pro looks and everything, but after my first year, I actually got in a car accident and I had to get back surgery. And I came back and I was like, you know, I was coming off the mound and I was like, oh, like I can't bang like this, you know? So I was like, I'm just going to fully box. I never 100% stayed in the boxing gym. You know what I mean? I was always going out to play baseball. So I was like, I'm going to really dedicate to this boxing thing. because I know I got it. And that's what I did. And now, the sky's the limit.
That might have been a good thing, because from what I've noticed from your fights on YouTube that I have seen, you do have the amateur style. There's no getting around that. You're obviously bred to fight right now as an amateur, but you have a lot of attributes that look pro. You have a lot of things in the ring that you do that remind me of a pro, and I don't think that transition is going to be hard for you. What do you think? Do you think that transition is going to be hard for you? Have you been getting ready longer than we might anticipate?
Actually, I always thought I had more of a pro style. Like in the amateurs, I wasn't really like a, hit and run kind of guy. I like staying in the pocket and, but I mean, like I said, my first fight was at 119 pounds when I first walked in the boxing gym. I came up sparring Hank Lundy, all them guys, you know what I mean? So like I've been sparring pros my whole life. Actually right now I'm in training camp. I'm in Canada, getting Oscar Rivas ready for Brian Jennings on ESPN.
Oh wow.
Like I said, I mean, I was helping, I've never boxed southpaw. I just helped Jesse Hart get ready for his fight. I sparred that whole camp southpaw. So I mean, like I said, it's nothing new to me. I've been boxing pros my whole life.
So Sonny, because we know little of you, let us know who you have shared the ring with. Like you're saying, you're in there with the undefeated. I believe Oscar Rivas is Colombian. He will be facing Brian Jennings this month. You mentioned Hank Lundy. Tell us who you've been in there with as a heavyweight, and just because he's in your area, in the Philadelphia area, have you been in there with the good old Cassius Chaney?
So I've been in there, Oscar Rivas. It's honestly so hard to find work back at home. Me and Joey DeWaisco, that's actually like, my old head. I look up to him. And he actually just got hurt. We were supposed to have some sparring. But yeah, like I said, Brian Jennings is always on the road. I've been in there with Armani Rock when I was 200 pounds. I mean, really, it's just very hard to find work at home. Even like, there's really nowhere to even travel. So I got this opportunity to come out to Canada, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get world-class boxing and get paid. Why not?
So, Sonny, when did you officially sign to David McWater, and have things changed? Was he the one that was able to facilitate the Oscar Rivas camp, and do you foresee more of this type of training camp? Being able to get out there with the better, like you said, better sparring and seeing different looks.
So I signed with Dave. Maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and he brought me out to the Lomachenko fight, and it was a great experience. We had dinner with Lou DiBella. I mean, I had every promoter really interested in me, as far as every top promoter, for not having, a crazy decorated amateur background like all these other guys have. I signed to a promoter. I'm not sure if I could say who it is. Supposed to release today or later on this week.
Yo, what does it rhyme with? Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny.
What does it rhyme with?
If it's gonna be, listen. If it's gonna be released later on today, who's really gonna be mad at you? Come on. And you the fighter. They work for you anyway. I mean, you could just tell us what it rhymes with.
I mean,
rhymes with bank.
Told me keep it quiet.
Rhymes with bank, opposite of silver.
Yo, listen, we ain't gonna get them in trouble. Come on.
Chilling with my man Bayman. You know what I'm saying? Throw me a bone. Oh, wait. Is it?
Oh,
is
man.
it? Hold up. Throw me a bone. Are you in The Zone?
That's crazy. Yo, Sonny.
I honestly been waiting to like tell everyone because I'm very happy and excited.
All right,
like
so
I said,
so you can't tell us. You can't tell us who. Tell us how long or how many fights per year. What are they promising you? Don't tell us who. Just say what you're being promised.
So I'll probably have like 5 fights a year. Trust me, like I said, for me not having a decorated amateur background, I got a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, but why do you feel you don't have a declared amateur background? I mean, I hear you were a national Golden Gloves in multiple years. Like you said, you were also a medalist on another Golden Gloves.
I think he's just talking. You're just talking because it wasn't like the thing you did all the time, right?
How many overall fights though? Because you got a lot of comparisons to a lot of other heavyweights out there.
Right. So the reason I say I'm not declared is because I've never had no international competition. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even think I had over 20 amateur fights. You know what I mean? So, I mean, all these guys that you see get signed to top promoters, they all have, they're all declared amateurs. I mean, they've all been on Team USA or, things like that.
Got it. Yeah, I feel you there. So let me ask you though, where, man, 5 fights, that's a lot. That's good though.
Look, while you ran, because you're like, while you're still in that, I just want to say, look, Wilder had 19. Brian Jennings had like less than that. I think Brian Jennings had 16. A lot of heavyweights, man. This is the heavyweight division. A lot of heavyweights have a little bit of amateur background. They show their medal in the ring,
Yo, I agree though. I don't think your amateur career is anything to scoff at, but I'm wondering where you got that nickname. I think it was Baby Klitschko. Is that what they call you?
So all right, my nickname is the Bronco. I like saying it, like a Bronco kick. That's how I hit. You know what I mean? But we were just in the gym. It was a guy named George Hansen. He's a great guy, but he was just messing around, like, oh, like, you look like Klitschko. But I didn't like it. You know what I mean? I want my own legacy, and I'm the Bronco.
Who do you most like resemble if you could pattern your style after any past or current heavyweight?
I would say a better version of Tommy Morrison.
Elaborate a little bit, please, for the people out there who don't really know who Tommy Morrison is.
Punches a left hook. That's definitely a devastating punch that I have. But I'm more athletic than Tommy Morrison. I move like a lightweight. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I say better, because I don't really feel that Tommy Morrison moved really light on his feet. But I study everybody. I like picking everyone's style and stealing from them and everything else. But yeah, that's what I would say.
Sonny, tell us why you, man. Why should we stay on the lookout for you? What separates you from everyone else?
I just think that, I'm, like I said, I was born for this. You should definitely keep an eye on me, because I'm definitely gonna make some noise in this boxing game. And I feel like my ring IQ and is just better than most of these guys already doing it. I think I'm next.
So Sonny, let's get into you a little bit. Personally, you're from Philly. I mean, you a hip hop fan, you know, music, what kind of movies, stuff like that.
All right, so yeah, I'm from South Philly, born and raised. I like hip hop. You know, I guess when I'm with my friends. When it comes to boxing, I like that heavy metal, the AC/DC. I don't really. I used to play video games and stuff like that when I was younger. I kind of grew out of that. I think that's like taking over my generation. Movies, no. I honestly, I can't go to the movies. I feel like I fall asleep every time. But
man, finally somebody that can relate to me, bruh. Every time I go to a movie, homie, I go to sleep. No matter what.
Especially now that they have them recliners and all that. So I definitely I stay away from the movies. But yeah, TV I don't even really watch. The only TV I watch is boxing when it's on, or some old fight tapes or stuff like that. But yeah, that's really it. I just eat, sleep, train, and
my last question for you, Sonny, is if you had a choice to fight on any platform that you would like, Showtime, The Zone, ESPN, which one would you pick and why?
Oh shit, that was a good one, Mike. I think we're about to get something. Let's go.
Yeah, nah. I'm actually. You'll see me on one of them soon.
Sonny, have you gotten some work with Travis Kaufman? Because he's from Philly and he's with King's Promotion, and I'm just wondering, have you gotten in the ring with him?
I believe that my father had reached out to who's that promoter over there at King's Promotion?
Yep, King's Promotion.
Yeah, I forget who runs that show over there at King's Promotion, but I'm pretty sure my father, my father's my trader, Frank Conto on Instagram. I think he reached out to King's Promotion and said, is there any sparring? Do you have any heavyweights that need sparring? And the promoter said, not at this time. So I don't know what that meant, but no, I haven't. I haven't worked with anyone from King's Promotion or really anyone else from Philly.
My last one is just because you said you started at 115, like when did you decide, fuck it, I'm gonna go to heavyweight? Because if you were fighting at 201, you could have easily been a cruiserweight, even a light heavyweight in the pros.
Yeah, so like I said, I started at 119 when I was 10 years old. I mean, I'm 22 now, so I just grew into this size. You know what I mean? And you're right. Everyone says, "Oh, you could fight a cruiser." I honestly, I think that I'm still growing, and to be honest with you, even these heavyweights that I get in there with, I still feel like the stronger guy. You know what I mean? In this 2018 National Golden Gloves, a lot of people don't know that in my final fight, I came in on a scale of 200 pounds. You know what I mean? And the only reason was because I wasn't eating properly out there. I was cooped up in a hotel. I had no car. The closest thing, I was in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska. The closest food was like a gas station and some Burger King. But like I said, I mean, even the whole 2018 National Golden Glove, all these guys outweighed me. And I was still, stopping these dudes.
So you a beast.
Yo, Sonny. Yo, Sonny, let me ask you. First of all, I'm going to comment about the fact that you actually watch boxing. Man, you don't know how many times over the years it's frustrated me to hear young prospects and kids from the amateurs about to turn pro say like, oh, I don't watch boxing. I never watch boxing. They don't even know who the top fighters are in their own division. So it's great that you actually watch it. I'm assuming you watched Fury Wilder. So before we let you go, I just want to get your take. Who won that fight? How'd you score it? You know, it's a big conversation on the show, so we're interested.
Yeah, my father is very big on watching boxing from all the generations. You know what I mean? He doesn't like just watching the fight. It's honestly sometimes annoying because he will watch the fight in slow motion and keep rewinding. Look how this guy did this. Look how this guy did that. You know, and I'm like, oh, but yeah, no, it's definitely important because when you get in that situation in the fight, you're like, whoa, I've seen that done before. And you just do it naturally, I feel like, But yeah, Wilder Fury, that was a great fight. That was great for the heavyweight division. I think that Fury won the boxing match, but Wilder won the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can rock with that.
I'm not sure if Fury beat that count, but like I said, I mean, he got up and he came back. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It was definitely a great fight.
Definitely impressive.
Sonny, man, I want to thank you obviously for coming on early in the morning over here, showing us some love, man. We're going to continue to follow your career, man. Keep us updated when you drop the big announcement. Hit us up. We'll bring you back on. Once again, thank you for taking out the time to come on the Boxing Voice here. Give out your Instagram or any other forms of social media that you want to give out to our listeners that may not be following you that can do so.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for having me. I'd love to be back. On Instagram, you can follow me at Sonny_Conto. I have a Twitter. I think it's Sonny Conto. I don't really use it, but yeah. So I mean, I'm really on Instagram. You can follow me Sonny_Conto, and I can't wait to be back.
Keep on doing your thing, man, and we'll definitely be on the lookout for you.
Yeah, thanks, Sonny.
Hit us with a text or a
Thank you
DM,
so
man.
much.
When you hit us with a text or a DM later on tonight, man, because we actually got our flagship show later on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So who knows? Maybe your news dropped by then and we can break it on our show. But thank you again, brother, and enjoy your day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys too.
All right.
God bless.
There you have it, Sonny Conto coming out of Philadelphia. We're gonna keep an eye on him.
Hey, Philly can raise motherfucking fighters, bro. Philly got fighters everywhere, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, Mike almost had it. Yo, that was such a good question. He said, what network? I was like, oh, man. I think I fucked it up because I got so excited. Though. I was like, he going to say it. And he just started laughing. So we know it's got to be one of them.
Let's get to some callers, and we're just going to remind everybody in a couple of minutes, we're going to have Lenroy, Thomas, TNT. You know, been in the ring with your favorite
Joe has been in there with Dave Allen. He's been in there. He had like 3 fights with
Bobby pay-per-view. That's all that matters. That was the big fight.
Yeah, he had 3 of them with Dave Allen. One he won. The second fight had like a very odd hit, but that ended like the first 15 or 20 seconds. So really, I'm excited to see what Lenroy, who his trainer is going to be.
I think he's back with Keith, to be honest with you. You know, I always stalk the Instagram. I think he's back with Dan Birmingham over there. I seen that he was also in the gym with what's this guy's name? Hot Rod. I don't know how to pronounce his name, bro, but he's from St. Petersburg as well. And I seen that he was in the gym with him as well. So yeah, man, I think he's definitely down in Florida. So my guess will be Dan Birmingham, but I could be wrong. It could be another dude in Florida, you know.
I gotta do it, baby. I gotta do it, man. Y'all heard me last night, man. And I hate to be the guy that does it all the time, but we got 300 people out here watching, bro. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up, man. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps us get more visible, get more viewers, and get more eyes on the channel. and get more subscribers so we can go to these camps, we can go to these fights, we can go to everything about boxing. If you guys really want this damn channel to grow, smash that like button. Go over to ThaBoxingVoice.com/affiliate sponsors. Click that Amazon link, bookmark it, save it, do all your shopping through that link. It costs you absolutely, and I mean absolutely nothing. But we do get a little kickback if you use that link and do your shopping through that link. Thank y'all so much, and just keep supporting our channel.
Absolutely, Mike. 100% right. You smash that like, you smash that subscribe. I promise you, all it does is help us get more fighters, more and more fighter interviews, and that's what we all want.
And guess what we're doing today? After this show right here, we're going over to patreon.com and we're doing Comment Creeping Thursday. Take the highest view video from that week and read the comments that have the most intriguing or subjective comments. So if you get what's going on?
The most thought-provoking comment.
Yeah. So if you guys want to know what I'm saying, be a little bit part of the show, man, go over to Patreon and sign up and just be we do something every day. And I mean every day. No matter Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we do something every day.
Multiple times a day because listen, the Axe series is one of the most popular series. What the Axe series is where you ask whatever fighter, promoter, whatever guest we're gonna have on the show, you have the ability to ask them a question by heading over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and following the appropriate posts for that particular episode and or interview. Now for this morning's interviews, no, there wasn't an Axe post put out for Sonny and Lenroy because, I've been damn busy. But there is one for Caleb Plant, which we will have on at 5 o'clock.
And there's definitely one for Jerry Hurd, which we will have on at 4 o'clock.
And there is not one for Jerry Hurd, but there will be one for Jerry Hurd.
What?
Yeah, no, there's only one for the trainer. Dude, I just got the interview yesterday.
My nigga, I just got it yesterday.
Yeah, and Sonny and Lenroy, these were all last minute too, so it's not like, yeah.
Everything was last minute. Everything at least I had is scheduled, all the overlays and stuff. But in terms of okay, brain fart, whatever the hell we was talking about. Anyway, callers, sponsors, thumbs up, 5-star reviews.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Subscribe to the Boxing Voice on all social media platforms. Subscribe to the backup channel, Nestor Gibbs, just in case we have a little hiccup. Somebody's out there hating on us, so we can still go live on the backup channel. I'm telling you guys, man, we out here working every day, all day. We ain't playing no more.
It's over. No more games. Mike is a beast. Should have never woke him up. Going out to the pound for pound supporter in Dubai. Yo, there's always like kings and princes in Dubai. Should we start calling you a Prince Joel? Prince Joel in Dubai.
Yo. What up, TBV?
What's going on?
Man, how much do it cost to live in fucking Dubai?
How is it possible someone can confuse kickboxing and taekwondo? Man, I've done taekwondo. That thing is not taekwondo. Man, you bad with all other sport other than boxing. Man.
Yeah, because I don't watch those other sports other than boxing.
I caught it, but I didn't say nothing.
Yo, what he was doing.
I mean, his trainer did have on a fucking dojo.
See the guys who's doing taekwondo without wearing a kudo.
Yo, didn't you see his trainer had on the big cobra on the back of his?
Jeez, man, that kickboxing, including Muay Thai.
I don't know, man. I just seen the outfit. I mean, didn't Dillian Whyte have on like ankle socks too, like half ankles, like his toes was out.
Yeah,
his toes and his heels was out.
It's a little bit including everything, and then it's like Muay Thai.
Joel, you gotta know I'm just teasing, man. Even though I didn't know exactly what it was, but I'm still just teasing.
Yeah, I know. But Dillian Whyte was European champion for taekwondo.
Oh, so you want to give him praise?
He was a champ too.
I don't want to give. He was a champion. He was a European champion for kickboxing.
Man, tell Dillian Whyte come see Big Baby in either ring.
Nah. Let him fight AJ first, and then they can fight up.
Yo, now they got more and more in common, bro. I'm telling you, Dillian Whyte blocked Gerald Miller for a reason. He don't want that smoke. He talking about AJ don't want smoke.
Like him because he doesn't like him.
Because he don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke. Uh-oh, Joel.
Cut it, cut it, cut it.
Hey.
Joel.
You know what, Joel? As a pound for pound supporter, you definitely get a call back. So just put it here in the comments or hit me up on Patreon when you're ready.
Javier ready.
Where's Javier? He ain't even on the call. Javier hasn't even called yet. Javier need to stop. Nah, he need to keep texting you because I never see his shit. So keep texting him. But we going out to Rhythm and Violence coming from motherfucking Mike.
Man, I'm coming for Mario today. Mario, why are you shocked that Dillian Whyte really believes he deserves an AJ fight? Do you not realize that me and Ness, we sniffed it out the other day? Them UK guys is full of shit. And now you realize, because dude threw a piece of shit in your face, you realize they're full of shit. Bro, you got to be a little smarter than that. Mario, I bet you're a little smarter than that, bro. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, really, you're shocked that he believes a freaking amateur fight consider him a winner over AJ, man. And
that's shocking.
The reason why we keep, why is that shocking?
Because it's crazy.
Really believes, bro. Well, I figured that you was a little more intelligent than reading body language and smelling out bullshit. That's why me and Ness be tripping so much when y'all be like, Dillian Whyte is such a good fight for AJ, bro. No, it ain't, bro. Stop giving these fools way out. Look,
quit hating.
Y'all talk. We like no, it's not a hate. This is what it is. We are a free with the. You know how politicians they have they get these survey people and they campaign.
Yeah.
How do people feel so they can wait so they can talk us? We are a free. We doing a service for them, and they listen to the boxing voice and go, you know what, well, they feel like the Dillian Whyte fight is okay. Then I could go with it, bro. AJ, you made your money with all these bullshit ass fights. If you ain't fighting a dog, we ain't gonna respect it. Dillian Whyte is not part of that dog list. You fight Ortiz, guess what? We're gonna be like, you know what? You didn't fight Wilder. You didn't fight Fury. Cut
it. That was a good point, though, for real, because I realized that a couple of days ago. Like, we got to start saying fights for what they are, because he's absolutely right. Like, we dictate what shit happens. They listen. They listen for sure.
Dillian Whyte still a good fight for AJ, and how dare you say Dillian Whyte ain't got no dog in him? Come on, man. Y'all got to start being more respectful, man. Y'all calling in with these
let me tell you something about a Labrador. He gonna look tough beating up on a Chihuahua. Now let a Labrador get in there with a motherfucking Rottweiler or a Pit Bull and see if he got some dog in him.
The nigga been in there. That same Labrador been in there with the same Labrador motherfuckers AJ been in there with. Same Labrador the fucking Fury been in there with. Fury couldn't knock out Chisora. Guess who fucking did though? Dillian fucking Whyte. AJ, AJ. Whoa, I ain't done. AJ can fucking knock down Parker. Guess who did? Dillian motherfucking Whyte. Put some fucking respect on Dillian Whyte's name. I'm not saying that he beats anybody. I'm just saying y'all got to start respect him now.
I'm gonna put some respect. You see, that's the problem. You respect the motherfucking the dude that got shot. I respect the shooter. Guess who's the shooter in both of those situations? AJ was the shooter.
How you respect the shooter?
Come on, man. You ain't let me interrupt you, and I let you talk with that whack ass bullshit. I'm gonna make
go ahead.
That's analogy, doggy. AJ's the fucking shooter. Why? He shot him down, hurt him up for old ass Chisora. Secondly, you bring up fucking Tyson Fury. You know how many years ago Tyson Fury fought fucking Derek Chisora? Tyson Fury had like 14 fights. The problem is you ain't know because you a 2.0 casual fan. 2.0.
I thought Tyson Fury come from a fighting background, so it don't matter. And you said the fight after Chisora was a title fight, right?
What fight after Chisora? No, I said he fought Christian and Dillian Whyte to get the Vladimir Klitschko. But I think
so there was a step up.
I mean, Dillian Whyte before Christian Hammer after Derek Chisora.
Yo, Ness been using that.
Derek Chisora was a rematch too, homie. A rematch.
still can knock him out.
But they both was fat.
And still couldn't knock him out.
They both was like over 260.
And still couldn't knock him out.
That's been using that respect
he
the
knocked out
shooter
the
line.
best version of fucking Chisora that we seen. And how dare you say how dare you say you be the fucking guy
We're
to
gonna talk
respect
about Joseph Parker like Anthony Joshua wasn't the one putting hands on Joseph Parker.
He didn't put no bruh. Big Baby and Deontay Wilder came out right after that fight and said they thought Joseph Parker won. And how dare you say you respect the shooter and that's the guy that got shot? That's the fucking problem with the world right now. Respecting the fucking shooter. The shooter ain't nobody but a pussy ass motherfucker. Period.
Yo, he been using that line forever, and he used that line, and it did not work in that situation at all.
It never works, man.
That was a terrible analogy.
Who respects the shooter? Nobody respects the shooter.
But in that case, he's talking about it, and you're saying the same thing about who hurt who first, like more.
He's the one
using the shooter.
Joseph Parker up, man.
Bruh, he didn't soften shit up.
That's crazy.
Bruh, the referee, that referee did not let anything happen to AJ. Referee protected AJ the whole fight.
Mario's Mexican. He cooks asada all day. You got to beat that meat with the hammer a little bit. You know what I mean? Tenderize it. It's called tenderizing. That's what the fuck happened to Joseph Parker. The 100% knockout ratio, big punching of Anthony Joshua, all them fucking push-ups, all the weights he pushed, them chains he taking pictures with, and I ain't talking about the ones Wilder with. We talking about them big-ass 34-pound lead chains he wearing while he doing all his workouts. That's what tenderized the two men you talking about.
I'll rock with that metaphor.
Let's see Dillian Whyte get in there with an undefeated fighter and knock him out. Not no fucking pregnant Lucas Brown. Man, you bugging. Not no old ass Chisora. Chisora fought Tyson Fury when he was in his prime. You talking about backwards? Yeah, bro. Listen, I love Chisora, especially because of that last performance. Not only throughout his career has he entertained me immensely because of the personality that he is, you know. When he comes to the ring, memorable moments, spitting in the Klitschko's face, smacking another one, glassing another one, over and over things. He got glassed, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was always part of something memorable, throwing the fucking table, having plexiglass between him and the fighter. But he was old, bruh. He was old.
It was old, and he got knocked the fuck out. Period.
You know what, man? I'm done with trying to beat you.
I just don't. I don't see the way that you guys are not giving Dillian Whyte the proper respect that he deserves, bro.
I don't get it either.
It's mind blowing that people call in
respect. You just giving him too fucking much
by saying that he deserves a fucking title shot, bro. How am I giving him too much respect by what he done this year? Name one other heavyweight outside of fucking Deontay Wilder, because he did fight Fury and Ortiz. Those are two top 5 heavyweights in the division, period. But name one other heavyweight outside of that been in the ring with that level of opponent.
Yo, I'll tell you a real quick story. All right, I was covering Areola fight when he fought. The little drummer. Or drummer boy, whatever. And that was when that Klitschko shit happened. Chisora slapped the shit out of him, some Klitschko. We were at the weigh-ins, I think, and I showed him that video. Yo, Areola was dying. He could not stop laughing. He started choking on his food and shit. It was funny as fuck, though. But yeah, he slapped the shit out of some Klitschko.
Yeah, look here, man. All I know is Dylan. Well, hold on, let me read this super chat first. We got a super chat from Rhythm and Violence. Sir Night Mike, get your tea and biscuits out of your ass. You're getting soft day by day. Terrence Crawford, love Mike soft. Love Mike Hart soft. What the hell? That was a horrible super chat, bro. I couldn't really make it out.
It's funny that they could get us to say like anything with them super chats. You know what I mean? Like we have to dog ourselves and shit.
I know, right? But look here, man. At the end of the day, I think Dillian Whyte is probably more deserving of a title shot than any other a person in the division. And if you don't agree with that, then you just don't agree with that. But you cannot bring up anybody else that went who's not a champion that went through the gauntlet like Dillian Whyte went through this past year.
And real quick, you talking outside the top 3 because I know they'll use your words and get crazy with them, right?
I'm saying anybody that's other than a champion. Other than a champion. Name somebody other than a champion that had the opponents that Dillian Whyte had this year.
Exactly. No, I agree.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. We've connected with him about 5 times. I don't know, either he has a bad connection or I have to restart my phone. I have no clue.
Tell him to get on Skype.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get to a caller. Let me see. He's not on. Okay, but Jay Hardcore is on. We're going to Boomeranga. Jay Hardcore, let's do this. And hopefully we get Leroy on. He's definitely available.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
Jay Hardcore Boxing. You know shit about boxing. ThaBoxingvoice.com. Okay.
What's going on, Jay Hardcore?
New Year's. First time I get a chance to talk to you all, man. Happy New Year's and all. Well, I'm going to tell you, boy, this bullshit I'm hearing this morning, oh my goodness, Mario, Mike. And I expect it from Mike a little bit, because Mike 2.0. But Mario, you're supposed to be a hardcore. Dillian Whyte deserves another chance for Joshua? Come on, man. Why we keep going for these regurgitated fights, man? We don't want that bullshit. We know what's going to happen. Let's get a fight where we don't know what's going to happen. Why do you want to see Dillian Whyte get knocked the fuck out again? I mean,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question though. Did Povetkin have any success against Anthony Joshua? And before you answer that, is Dillian Whyte a better fighter than Povetkin?
No.
And Jay Hardcore, bro.
Jay
Come on, man.
Jay
Come
just
on,
said
bro.
no.
I know you were. I know you a hardcore fan, but don't lie to the public. Don't lie to the public.
Better fighter? No, he's not.
You crazy.
Lie to the public, man. Dillian Whyte, you're going based on all the goddamn fights you see Dillian Whyte do in the UK. Cross the fucking pond and see what he do. He gets the shit beat out of him, man. That's why they don't want to fight nobody but the champion, because they know that shit gonna be over with. He fight any of these goddamn monsters over here, and that motherfucker will lose. He didn't even.
Who said he was going to win? My whole case was he's more deserving. More deserving does not mean he's going to win, brother.
Deserving? What did he do?
Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora. Name somebody else other than the champions that had that gauntlet this year.
Yo,
name somebody.
Go ahead and press 1 to get out of the queue, and press 1 again to let me know when you're ready. And invoke your boomerang status, man. You're bringing that pain to Mike, man. I hate it to hit you with the fucking cut it, but there's other callers. We got to keep it moving. We're going to Texas. We're going to Alabama. Mastermind, stand up. Javier, good morning. What it do? Javier talking about he on Skype and shit. This is what I'm talking about right here.
Why you cut Jay Harker ass off, man? Boy,
everybody getting a minute.
I know, but shit, he was coming with some shit.
Jack on Skype.
Came with that fire.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year.
What up?
Happy New Year.
Just wanted to clear up the Soccer AM thing. Soccer AM is like Saturday Night Live. It's satire. You go on there and it's tongue in cheek. What you say is not really serious. So if he said, I beat him once in the amateurs, it's tongue in cheek. You never hear him on Sky Sports with that narrative. No, I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you. Listen, you sound just like Mike. You sound just like Mike when he says that someone says something tongue in cheek, man.
You're from America.
Man, you guys just protecting, bro. He protecting Crawford. You protecting AJ and Dillian Whyte.
I'm a hater, bro. Let the dude talk.
I'm consistent. I told you from morning I don't want to see this. I don't want to see.
Jack. I'm gonna get back to you. No disrespect. We got our guest Leroy Thomas on the line. What's going on? Hopefully we hear you now.
Man, I'm good. What's going on with you fellas?
Man, we're good, man. Good morning. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time out of your busy life to give us an opportunity to not only interview you, but just to talk some boxing with you, man. And Happy New Year. How's life, brother?
Man, Happy New Year to you guys too, man. Life been good, man. First and foremost, just want to give the glory to the Most High for another year of good health, man. And, getting ready to go put these miles in and then go see my little girl. Today's her birthday. So life been good. Blessed.
How many miles is the big man putting in a day?
I'm putting in 5 a day.
What kind of pace you keeping on those miles? You use the apps or anything to track it? Do you use any sort of apps to track it, like map my run, or do you just run?
I have an app that I use to track it.
So you know your average pace?
Yeah, about 8:30.
Damn! Holy shit, bro. I mean, I'm an old man, but my pace is like fucking. Even when I'm good, it was a 9.
Yeah, right.
Even when I was good, it was a 9, and that was only for 3 miles, bro. But I'm usually like an 11, 12 fat boy over here. But how are you, man? Listen, so I see you're back in St. Petersburg. Are you no longer training with Ken Porter? Or are you back now with Dan Birmingham?
No, man. Kenny's my guy. You know what I mean? I'm just here right now, and then I'm getting ready to head back out to Vegas and get back with him. But while I'm home, I just, start my condition here, and then I'm going to head back west.
Okay, so the merger with you and Kenny Porter has gone well, that you're sticking with it.
That's my man.
Good to
we go
hear.
to war together, man. That's my brother.
So I remember, last year you telling us that you were gonna, you and Kenny were gonna do something moving forward. Any new announcements? Anything to reveal? What's next? For you.
Right now, man, like I said, I'm just conditioning right now. Waiting for a call. I'll probably touch base with him later on today. Was waiting for the year to over with. But there's a lot of offers on the table for a year in the state and over also in the UK too. You know what I mean? So again, my job is just to be ready. So you know how this business goes, man. They catch you when you're not ready, and that's not gonna happen again.
But do you have a targeted time frame when you're expected or likely to be back in the ring?
Soon. Like I said, today I would know more once I speak with Kenny. You know what I mean? How I'm feeling lately, I'm feeling real good. You know what I mean? And I've been really pushing myself. So I would know something here shortly, and then I will ask you to shoot you a text and let you know what's going on.
Sweet.
How's it going, Leroy? Michael Gross here.
Oh, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
My first question for you is, will we ever get a Dave Allen trilogy?
Listen, man, that's up to Dave. I've been ready to go. He turned me down to fight that guy from France, and he ended up losing that fight. But I'm glad, I'm happy for him and his return back, because we have a couple good fights. I'm ready to go. We can do it in March. We can do it wherever. I told him and I told Eddie that I'll come to their backyard and fight him again. It's not a problem. But I don't think Dave want no more of me, though. I mean, y'all see what happened the first fight and the second fight. You know what I mean? But for right now, he want Lucius Brown. But I let him fight Lucius Brown. I take the winner on him or Lucius. What about that?
Who the fuck is that guy?
No, that's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, that's a good decision, I think. Leroy, how you doing? It's Martin Mugia here. Listen, I wanted to ask you real quick a follow-up on the question that Nest asked. You said that you were going to talk to Kenny today to talk about the upcoming fights. Is Kenny handling your business like that? I mean, is he making the decisions on your next fight? That's how you're letting it go?
He's my manager. And we sit down and he said, hey, what about this? What about that? Like I said, we have a lot of offers on the table right now, man. The UK is buzzing right now. You know what I mean? So it's whatever the best offer is, the best deal is. My job is just to be prepared. So once I get with Kenny, we can just pick up on this goal. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing right now.
But after that last fight, you don't think that it would be better? And I'm not saying that Kenny wouldn't come to this conclusion on his own. He's a very smart man. But you don't think it would be better to just get like an easy tune-up fight, something that would just get you back into the momentum before you take anything across the pond or anything like that?
I mean, I wouldn't say there's such a thing as an easy fight. I respect every man that walk in the ring, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's a decision me and Kenny have to make. Honestly, if he made dollars, it makes sense to me. And how I'm looking at things right now, I'm just ready to go, man, because that fight left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm just really, really ready to get back in the ring. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I want to ask you about fighting over in the UK. How what is it like fighting like in front of like a stadium crowd like that? And have you ever thought about like just signing with Matchroom and being a UK based fighter?
Man, I love fighting over there, man. It's a bigger atmosphere than here in the U.S., believe it or not. I mean, it's fun as soon as I step off the plane, everybody know who you are. You're in the U.S., you know, you walk on the street, maybe one or two people know who you are. You know, those people actually, those are fans over there. Would I sign with a UK based promoter? Of course. Again, it all makes sense, but I made it this far by the grace of God without a promoter, without a major manager in the game. So whatever God plan is for the future for me, you know, that's what it is. You know what I mean? I trust him, and he continue to open up doors. I fought Dave Allen without a promoter. I fought Joe Joyce without a promoter. Got a lot of more offers, big offers from big promoter over there. So again, man, this is just God plan, God timing, and you know, Leonard Thomas is just ready to do what he do best.
Looking at the heavyweight landscape over in the UK, is there anybody that you would want to fight? Maybe a David Price coming off a win. I mean, it's you got a couple of names over there that you could like.
I mean, all them guys know what time it is, man. You know, again, we had agreement for a third fight with Dave, and since we fought, you know, last March, you know, he had what, 3-4 fights, and I'm not the one to sit here and call names and do this and do that. You know what I mean? But Dave knows what time it is. I have his number, and he knows that.
But don't you think you got to call names this day and age? Don't you think you got to call names this day and age? You got to let the fans know and the boxers know who you want?
I mean, I that wasn't my style. Again, I said God created my destiny for me. You know what I mean? He made this possible. Again, Eddie Hearns have my number. He know what time it is. The people in UK want
Eddie
a third
ducking
fight.
you, man. Eddie ducking you. You know he ducking you. You gave Dave Allen all the smoke. Dave Allen is Mr. Poppy. He saved Mr. Poppy pay-per-view. He saves you know, this guy's pay-per-view. Every time a big name falls off, he slides Dave Allen in there. And he don't want you to come and show the UK public the truth. Like, you deserve the fight. The first one, you won that. The second one, the headbutt. I mean, let's go. Like, what are they waiting for over there? And the zone needs heavyweights.
Exactly. Like I told Dave, he's like Eddie Hearns, you know, redheaded stepchild that he loves. You know what I mean? I don't know what type of relationship they got, but this guy gets special treatment. You know what I mean? And again, may God bless him, you know, because I know my blessing is coming, man. I'm happy to see my man Sean Porter getting ready to do his thing. I'm happy to see Keith getting ready to do his thing. You know, honestly, I call the fight with Shahorza, I think his name, Derek, and White. I knew White was going to stop him, not because he's Jamaican, but, you know what I mean? I'm not being biased, but I just figure he will get the best of him, and he laid him out in the 11th round with a left hook.
Lemroy, man,
What y'all thought about that fight?
I know you and White, yeah, that's your brethren and shit. You from Jamaica and all that good shit. But, bro, listen, we've been debating him on this show for the past 2 days. He's obviously a top 5 heavyweight. He's obviously top 5. You know. But between White, Luis Ortiz, Gerald Big Baby Miller, who do you feel is more deserving of a title shot?
Man, Ortiz.
Why?
Listen, man, me and Ortiz have a good relationship. Me and Baby have a good relationship. Baby time is coming. You feel me? I just think Ortiz, man, because he's at that age, he's been dug, and even though he got stopped by Wilder, and Wilder is my boy, I do believe, man, you know, Disney need to step up and fight Ortiz. I think that's a good fight. The public needs that fight. You know what I mean? Because King Kong is not going to run. He's going to stand there. And, you know, even though Dillian is my boy, if Dillian fight Ortiz the way he fights Derek in those earlier rounds, it'd be a short night for him. You know what I mean? Because Ortiz got mad skills, bro. I learned a lot being around him for the year I spent with him. A lot I learned from that man. And his last fight, people were saying, "Oh, it took him too long." But when you have a guy that's trying to survive, that's what's going to happen. But eventually, Ortiz caught up to him in the later rounds and stopped him.
So you think Ortiz has the best shot out of anybody to beat Joshua?
He didn't say best shot. You didn't say best shot.
Well,
deserving, right?
Yeah, he's the most deserving and more fair than any other guy next to Big Baby.
Real quick follow up to that, man. Now you said Ortiz is probably more deserving, but don't you think?
I have to say it to Dave Allen. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
now, what do you say that Dillian Whyte has had a better year than any other heavyweight outside of the champions?
Yeah, and my baby had a good year this year. I was in Chicago with Baby when he fought Thomas Adamek, and I just knew he was going to roll through Thomas. You know what I mean? I was in Chicago for that fight. Those two have two good years this year, and I'm glad to see Big Baby getting ready to climb back in Madison Square Garden on the 19th. You know what I mean?
But again, this is your brethren, man. Why is he ducking Big Baby? Listen, he blocked Big Baby on social media. Big Baby Big Baby was supposed to go and commentate. They like, oh no, because Dillian Whyte, and they couldn't what was the word they used, Mike? They couldn't confirm his safety or something like that. So
they couldn't assure that he would be safe going over there because of what he said about AJ mom and about Big Baby. I mean about Dillian Whyte.
Listen, man, I just want boxing to go back to the era where it was you mention somebody's name, you got to fight him.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying? I understand now. It's more like of a business. Everybody want to get that $1 million, that Joshua money, that Wilder money. I understand that, but take it back in the 80s, the 70s, the early 90s, the Mike Tyson era, the Lewis era. You know what I mean? You mention somebody's name, you got to show up, you got to fight. Period. Now it's a whole bunch of pretty guys in boxing.
Yo, Leroy.
Give me the prize, put me in the plane. I'm going to fight. Period.
What was your opinion on Dillian Whyte and the Luis Ortiz back and forth for December 22nd? Because Luis Ortiz was like, yo, I'm going to get off the Wilder card. I'll fight you in the UK. Dillian Whyte was like, I'm not going to fight in the US. You can fight on my card. Then all of a sudden, no contract, no fight. Ortiz ends up fighting on the Wilder card, and Dillian Whyte ends up getting his rematch with Chisora.
I mean, it's to me, again, Ortiz got that from the old school. I'll show up in your backyard, I'll fight you. That's what I did with Dave Allen twice. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, before I fight Dave, I was fighting in front of 1,000, 1,500, maybe 3,000 people. And just, walk in a stadium, got 27, almost 50,000 people screaming. You know what I'm saying? And then right after you beat their guy, they're screaming your name. It's a wonderful feeling. And you gotta dare yourself to be great. You know what I'm saying? You can't play this thing safe. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to fight Joyce. I step up and I said, I want to fight him. Injury and all, I took that fight. And still trying to get a rematch for him.
What was injured?
We ain't gonna disclose that. It's over with. You know what I mean? But I'll let you guys know. But again, I want the rematch. They know.
So, I mean, now that you're with Ken, why you can't get none of these PBC heavyweights? I mean, a lot of guys over there on that side of the spectrum.
It's going to be a big year this year, man. Just stay tuned.
Come on, man. You the second interview we did this morning. Nah. You the second interview. Don't want to drop the beans. Keep telling us, later I'm going to tell you, but I got big news. Like, come on.
The third, man. Mikey didn't tell us what kind of car he had.
I know. Mikey made us wait. Sonny made us wait. Now you making us wait. What's going on?
Listen, man, I have to do as I was told. You know what I mean? When it comes out, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You'll be the first guy to know what's going on. What about that?
All right,
I like know exactly what's going on today. You guys will be the first one to know.
I like it. So
and when you come back to Tampa?
Man, I'm coming whenever y'all invite. We just had Dan on the show last week. He said to come down anytime I want, but I promised myself I wasn't gonna make any more trips until the Earl fight. Unfortunately, I'm trying to just buckle down and hammer out the show.
Call that fight. Who you got in that fight?
Oh man, I'm gonna do a Michael Gross. I have to wait till the weigh-in.
I'll tell you, Earl.
You got Earl.
My co-host Mario Munguia says Earl.
I gotta go with him too, and I ain't being biased, but there's something about us Jamaicans, man.
Leroy, I want you to go when we're done with the interview. Go back and listen to our Mikey Garcia interview from yesterday, and I swear that might change your mind.
Yeah, man. Talk is cheap, though, Mike. Yo, Leroy. So,
talk is cheap, but you gotta speak it, believe it, receive it. You know what I'm saying?
You was just in camp with Wilder this year, right? Well, not this year, but 2018. 2018, right?
Yeah, I'm part of last year too. Earlier part of last year.
So now you've gotten both looks at both champions, the Unified and the WBC. What do you think of both? I mean, often Wilder gets the criticism of being wild and windmill Wilder. What was it like being in there with them?
Man, he have this his belief, man, his belief system, man. How he believe, like he just know if he says he's gonna go to that brick wall, he's gonna go to the brick wall. Honestly, I call that fight a draw with him and Fury. But I don't know how the hell Fury got up from that, man. He got up like a man possessed. But also what I took from that fight, though, it doesn't matter how hard he get hit. You got to get up, and Fury proved that to me. You know what I mean? So I like Fury resilience and how, he refused to stay down. I like that. You know what I mean? And that's something I'm going to add to my collection, because that man got up from that knockdown. I don't know how, man. I still watch the fight. I'm just like, how he got up. A typical man wouldn't get up from that. This is a man over 250 pounds that's rise like he just laying on the couch for a second and just get back up. You know what I mean? This man was out, man.
Yes, sir. Leroy, go ahead.
To answer your question, I want to see Joshua and Wilder face off, man. And that's Joshua, my boy, Wilder, my boy. We still communicate with both of them, but I got to give the edge to Wilder right now. I've been saying that. Until AJ step up, now they want him to fight Dillian Whyte. I mean, you see what's going on here. You know what I mean? It's they're protecting whoever they're protecting. There's a fight. The heck with it. Fight. Make the money. Y'all gonna look. It won't be no loser in the fight, bro. Think about it. In the bank account.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, you're right. You're making a lot of people happy saying that too, because that's the way a lot of us feel. Just fight. You're absolutely right. But Leroy, before we chop up more boxing, I wanted to ask you one more question regarding your career. You have some experience with tournaments, and there have been a lot of tournaments brought up. Last year, I know they had talked about a heavyweight tournament that did not come to fruition. What do you think about tournaments? Do you like the idea of knowing who you're going to fight? And would you ever compete in a tournament again?
I would definitely compete in a tournament again. Right now I love what they did with the cruiserweight.
Yes.
He's the man right now. I was in camp with what's his name? I got his hat right over there. The guy that he fought, the Russian he beat.
Gassiev.
Yes. And now, they should do another heavyweight tournament to eliminate, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of good heavyweights out here, but the other businesses, we actually don't get a shine that we should get. You know what I mean? Washington, that kid from out of New York, he threw 100 punches around, that big heavyweight. What's his name?
Kolanowski.
Exactly, my man. I like his style. I like his style. The Then you have, you got your boy down here in Florida that just won a title. He knocked out what's his name? He's also Jamaican too. What the heck his name? My brain is flat right now. He bald headed.
Trevor Bryant.
Trevor Bryant. You got him. There's a lot of heavyweights around that. We need to eliminate or really come up with a system that make guys fight and know what's what. You know what I mean? It just heavyweights everywhere.
Leroy, I got a question for you.
Heavyweight tournament this year, later on in September. I would love for that to happen.
I got a question for you about a up and coming prospect, Philip Hergovic. I know you were in camp with him. How did that spar? Did you guys spar? And if so, how did it go?
Yes, we sparred. Very, very, very technical guy. Honestly, he kind of reminded me. A matter of fact, he lost to Joe Joyce in the Olympics in the World Series of Boxing. He lost to Joe Joyce. He got a thing with Joe Joyce too. We have a thing. Each one of us wanted a shot at Joyce. But he's very good, man. He's very technical. He's just well polished, and they're moving him just right. He just beat a couple good guys. You know what I mean? The kid is long, he's strong, and he uses jab and uses ability that he have. I really like Philip.
Hey, Leroy,
we work really good together. Man. We went to war together.
What do you think about the possibility of him and Wilder, let's say the late 2019, because he is flying up the WBC rankings. He beat Amir Mansour for that WBC Intercontinental, and then after that, he got another.
I was in camp with him for that fight.
Oh, so you were down in Florida with Pedro?
Yeah, with Pedro when he fought Mansour, and he stopped Mansour in the first or the second round.
Yeah, he did.
But even after that, he got another pretty decent win. So he's moving up the rankings fast. I don't know if they're gonna dial him back or they're gonna really go for the shot. But what do you think if he does take the crack at Wilder? Is he ready?
Too soon, man. Too soon. It's too soon. Joshua and Wilder, they got business they got to finish. They got to come to. They have to meet. You know what I mean? They have to, because back in the era of Lennox Lewis, he dominated the heavyweight division. We need one, like Wilder said, one face, one name, one champion, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, but what about the people that are saying? Yeah, but what about the people that are saying Wilder doesn't want the fight anymore because now he wants the rematch with Fury? He hasn't been talking about Joshua, which is true. He hasn't mentioned Joshua. He's only saying he wants the rematch with Fury. So, like, there are people like yourself that want that fight, but it looks like Wilder doesn't want it at the moment.
It's not. I mean, why talk about something that if you don't believe it's going to happen? You got to remember, this man offered this man $50 million, man. $50 million. Come on, man.
Why you think Joshua didn't take that money, man?
What you think? That's 80 cash cows. I mean, if I'm in this position, I can see where I can make more money and protect it. It's all a business. Floyd made, wise decision on who to fight and when to fight them. It's all a business, man. But at the same time, we fight as we fight. You call my name, we go fight. I like I said, I like the era. That Tyson, Lewis, Holyfield, Michael Moore, Buster. That era was just the era of boxing. And we're trying to get it back there. Is he going to get it? Yeah, it's going to take time. But these guys just got to just say, you know what, let's fight and get it over with.
Absolutely. Listen, Leroy, man, I want to thank you, obviously, for your time, brother. Make sure you give me at least a text or a DM later on.
Hold on, whoa. Last thing that I want to ask Leroy. What is your favorite Jamaican dish? I want to travel to Jamaica one day.
Yo, it's so crazy because I was going to ask you that earlier about where should I go, because I'm going to be there in for Valentine's, taking my daughter.
See, he took the words right out of my mouth.
Where you coming to?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay in the grill. but obviously I'm landing in Montego Bay. I got my man picking me up. Shout out to High Life Tours. Shout out to Andre Diakin who put me on. And yeah, man. So I'm gonna be in the grill. This. I've been to Jamaica a bunch of times, but you know, you from out there, so you might got the spot to get that official tissue jerk chicken. Now, don't get me wrong. I've driven all the way to the grill just to get the official jerk chicken, but maybe you know where they get another one that I don't know about.
Hey, listen, man, the best place, man, is right there in Ochi, man. It's on the other side. It's right there in Ochi. You know what I mean? Or if not Ochi, man, you got to go to Portmore. You know what I mean? Right there in Portmore where my sister is. They got some good spots over there. You know what I mean? So I'm planning to be down there, though, but I'm not sure yet. I'll find out later on today when exactly, once I call Kenny, I know exactly what the next move is. And I will let you know that. And when I be there, hopefully we can link up while I'm down there.
Oh man, that would be amazing, bro. That would be amazing. I linked up with Javier Fortuna one time in DR, coincidentally. So that would be dope too, man, to link up with you out there. But listen, don't want to take more of your time. Thank you. Say what? Say what?
Speaking of which, I'm going to say tomorrow. If you down there when I'm down there, man, because I'm supposed to meet up with Lewis too, because you know they got some things popping off. We've been communicating.
Who, with Lennox?
Lennox. Yeah, they got, you know, he just opened up a whole gym and a whole facility down there that they're going to be putting on shows. There's a lot of things going on in Jamaica right now that is brewing. And also I'm going to be a part of. So, again, like I said, man, it's just this year I'm looking for big things to happen this year.
You already know. Straight! Ah! Yo, thank you so much, Leroy. We talk to you another time, man. It's been a pleasure. You are the champ.
Appreciate you, brother. God bless you all, man. And y'all just keep on doing your thing and shed light on the sports that we love, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Lenroy Thomas.
Y'all see how a Mike question about what's your favorite dish can lead to a fucking Lennox Lewis possibly meeting up with Ness and fucking Lenroy?
That would be dope. I mean,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna be there from.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. If you notice, if you go on my Instagram, I got a lot of pictures with me and Lewis, man.
I would go ahead and give out your IG and any social media that you want to give out.
Facebook, Lenroy Thomas. Twitter, Lenroy TNT. IG, Lenroy_TNT. And Snapchat, Lenroy TNT Thomas.
All right. Well, there you have it. Lenroy, man, thanks again, brother, for the time. It's been a pleasure. And can't wait to hear that news, man. Don't forget to hit me up. We're going to get to these callers. Let's see. We're going to.
Whoa. We got a super chat real quick from Jack Kilsby. Ness, you keep talking about Dillian Whyte like this. You might get the same treatment Brian, Crybaby Jennings got when you come to London. Be careful.
Oh, what happened to Brian Crybaby Jennings?
I guess Dillian Whyte trying to
last I checked, he was found battering Chisora around the ring on a sparring clip. I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. What is it that you speak of? But let's go out to Noah and Cali. Noah, talk to me.
What's going on, man? All right. I've been listening, Mike. Now, first and foremost, what does it mean to be the champion, right? When you have a belt, it means you're the best in the world, right? Correct? That's what the belt signifies, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool, right? So look, I understand how you giving Joseph Parker and these cats, you giving Dillian Whyte credit for beating Joseph Parker when Joseph Parker came to the Wilder fight and said, I'm cool. From that point on, diminished. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn trash-ass Joseph Parker. Secondly, he already got beat. You got beat by this man who has all the belts, who everybody's in line and fight. You're at the bottom. You're at the bottom. You're done. So I don't care what he deserves. He got to wait his turn. So what you're saying is basically, right, Dillian Whyte deserves, right? Because deserve is what you're entitled to, right? So you're
the work that you put in.
Let me finish. Let me finish. He deserves it more than Luis Ortiz, more than Jarrell Miller, and more than Deontay Wilder. That's what you're saying when you say that word deserve.
I didn't say more than don't lie to the fans. Wilder was never a component. I said if the Wilder or Fury fight was not available, he's more deserving than the other heavyweights.
Hold on. The word is what it means.
No. The word is what it means, but don't throw other names that I did not say, homie.
Okay, I'll give you that. Granted. But he doesn't deserve a shot, bro. Not when it's other people who are more deserving out there. Let me say it like that.
Name one.
That's what I'm saying.
Name one.
Luis Ortiz.
Why?
Miller.
Why? No, Ortiz. Why?
Listen to me. Whoa. Why? Because it's their turn. They're more deserving. Because
turn, nigga, this ain't motherfucking Ring Around the Rosie. You don't get no fucking turns. Why are they more deserving? What work did they put in this year that makes them more deserving?
If niggas fight him because he's a trash can. That's why he gets the opportunities, just like Joshua got the opportunities over Wilder.
What you mean niggas fight him because he's a trash can? I'm asking you a question. Don't deflect.
Cut it.
No, I'm
not. Noah, man, thanks for calling.
Niggas out here deflecting, man. I'm asking you. I answered your question. Answer my question, homie. How is Ortiz more deserved? What did he do this year that says he's in line for a title shot? He lost to Wilder, came back and knocked somebody out on a FS1 card, and just off. Did he go 12 with Kaufman, or did he get him out of there? I don't know.
I don't know, but
it was a good fight from Kaufman though. He held up his end of the bargain and made it go long. So y'all saying Ortiz deserves it more than what, man? Look here, bro.
We're going to Jack is the truth. Skype.
What up, Jack? Don't come with that bullshit now.
Jack?
Yep. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Mike's right as per usual when it comes to Dillian and AJ being discussed. Just for the record, I don't want to see Dillian fight AJ again. But he is more deserving than anyone else. But what I was saying earlier about Soccer AM, what he was saying on there is tongue in cheek. If you take it seriously and you do a whole show on that, it's kind of a misdirect, because you'd never say that on a serious news program, etc.
Only a UK guy would say that what a UK guy says isn't what he really means.
We said it's the context. If you go on Saturday Night Live and you talk rubbish on there, you're not going to be taken as seriously as you say it anywhere else.
I've never seen Saturday Night Live conduct an interview. I've seen them do skits. So the
Did you see Soccer AM talk about Fury wanting to fight?
It's funny. It's funny that he's saying that it's funny for us to do a show on these quotes, but it's not funny for Sky Sports. It's not funny for Sky Sports to conduct an interview or an article off these quotes.
Look, I'm giving you the background. I'm just giving you the background. You
give it to Sky Sports.
Fury was on there talking to.
Give the background to Sky Sports. They're the one needed.
Hey man, hold on real quick. If you're on Skype, man, go ahead and mute yourself, bro.
Understand it. I mean, look, you're getting emotional over something.
I'm not getting emotional. I'm just giving you facts.
You are. I mean, if you go to Dillian Whyte's Twitter, he still has undefeated. He doesn't count that. It's tongue in cheek. He's not taking it seriously. But what is on his record is what's on his record. He still considers himself undefeated against AJ. He doesn't count that as a loss. But it doesn't mean that he's being
and that's
serious
my whole
about
point for doing the show, Jack. Your UK guy is fucking delusional. He's delusional. It's the bottom line. In one sentence, he's saying that this fight should be what's the title of the fucking show? This would be the decider, you know. And I seen a weirdo in the comments saying, "Oh, Ness is so hypocritical. The double standards, Mike."
Hey man, real quick.
Hold on. He says he doesn't want to give Dillian Whyte credit for his win over AJ in the amateurs, yet he gives Danny credit for his win over Crawford.
I seen that shit.
All right, but now look, you see, that's the problem with low attention span people, right? Because didn't Dillian get a fight versus AJ based off the amateur win? So
I believe
If anything, I would be being unbiased by campaigning for Danny to get the fight based off the fact that he did beat Terrence in the amateurs, hence making this moron's comment stupid. But let's keep it moving.
I gotta speak to all these Rudy Pools that's out here shoplifting. If you're sitting here watching us live on YouTube, man, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, bro. It don't cost you nothing. And if you don't like what you're hearing, smash the goddamn thumb down. Do something. Let me know what you like and what you don't like. Quit shoplifting, bro.
Stop being a hater. You a snooper, non-participant.
Let me catch y'all ass shoplifting on my watch. I'm coming for y'all ass.
Coming. Yo, I'm excited. I had like 2 cups of coffee. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go!
I'm ready. Eddie put me in.
See, that's what we at least do. We give Dillian Whyte.
Hey man, we need to call Eddie, man. Hey, look here. I want the motherfucking nigga that got the wheelchair strap. Whoever got the wheelchair belt, nigga, I'm coming for you.
The wheelchair
put me on under the AJ and Wembley. I'm ready.
Right. You know what I seen on the news today? I never watched the news, right? I woke up so early today, I fucking put the news on. Why someone stole a $6,000 wheelchair from a disabled little girl?
Oh,
bro,
damn.
New York ain't
Damn, hold
no
on.
joke, bro. New York,
little girl. Damn.
listen, $6,000 wheelchair, my man. That shit was like super duper, and
I know it was.
take it up to the 3rd floor. She Hispanic, the mom Hispanic, old as hell. I'm talking old. Like, I don't know how that's her daughter. And they used to chain it outside, bro. Somebody stole. How did nigga clip the shit? Bro, they caught his ass too. They ain't put his name out there because I bet you people gonna beat the brakes off him.
Yeah,
Bro.
I don't want to, because
The whole New York Police Department jumped on his ass off that shit because it was like right before the hot. Who steals the shit on New Year's Day?
man. I thought you were gonna say like the nigga stole it like from a store or something, but he stole it from a little girl. That's
Bro, he
fucked
stole
up.
it from in front of her house. She had the shit chained to her porch because it's too heavy. The dude is terrible, man.
I don't want to laugh, man.
Shit.
My nigga cut the chain, man.
He cut the chain, bro.
God damn, bro. That nigga cut the chain.
You know what else? Let that shit be a lesson, bro. You can't even do shit no more. From a residential area, he cut the chain and still got caught on camera.
Yep, it's over. Oh yeah, bro. Nigga stealing shit, bro. Nowadays, bro, it's too much shit around that fucking catches everything, bro.
But I mean, he should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. That's crazy. $6,000 wheelchair.
And I bet you, like, he would have probably got like $100. Who the fuck you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who gonna buy that motherfucker from him?
Terrible. And they said it was special. It was specialized. Then so that you couldn't nobody else. You couldn't even use it.
Yeah, cause like my wheelchair, it's like fitted for, like I went out, got my shit customly fitted for me, like my height, my weight, my size, and everything. So they do that. I'm pretty sure hers was way more shit decked out than mine.
I'm sure, man. I mean, crazy. But Rhythm and Violence wants to come back. Talk to me.
What's going on, Rhythm and Violence?
Where's Javi at?
I think he put me on Skype. He said he on Skype.
He don't on Skype. He ain't on no Skype. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Rhythm and Violence on Skype. Stay there, brother. I'm gonna go to you on Skype. Go for it.
Yeah, Ness, I got a beef with you.
Shit.
Other day I was watching the video. Don't be checking on my status. My junk went through. My call went through. I'm good around here. You heard me? I say he's checking on the phone, but anyway. Look, Mike, I'm gonna ask you a question right now. Why does Ortiz deserve a shot? My brother, you used Terrence Crawford for the same thing. If Ortiz never fought Wilder, everybody would say who he fought. But you see the skills inside of him, right? You want to let Terrence Crawford be pound to pound champion because you see the skills inside of him, right? Well, I see the skills
inside him. I see the multiple division champion, and I see that he got a belt. So I want him to face the other champions. I wouldn't mind seeing Ortiz face White. Y'all not calling and saying that. Y'all calling and saying Ortiz versus Joshua. Let me see.
So you saying what you saw against Wilder, that the Ortiz would lose against Dillian Whyte? What you saw against
what I saw against Wilder, that Ortiz would can I ask you a question, bro? You asked me a question. That Ortiz that I saw against Wilder would beat Dillian Whyte, but that Ortiz that I saw against Kaufman, his last fight, would not beat Dillian Whyte. And you're only as good as what in boxing? Your fucking last fight. Damn, did I shut him up? Did I shut him up? One time? One time?
No, they got somebody banging their drums in the background.
Yeah, I had to mute somebody. Listen, you guys got to understand, if you're on Skype, you must mute yourself unless we go into. Don't get banned or blocked.
Blame it on the drums.
For a simple mistake.
Niggas always want to deflect it to other shit when Mike come through with the chopper. They start ducking and shit.
Chopper?
I'm just fucking with you, homie.
Ain't nobody scared of you and your words.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Damn, don't be so personal, homie. Damn, I thought we was friends. I feel like I know you already.
Rhythm and Violence, thanks for calling in. We going out to NO on the boomerang status. I mean, Ringer, talk to me, NO.
Look, man. Let me tell you what the difference is between the U.S. and the U.K., bro. If that motherfucker Joseph Parker and Dillian Whyte fight with Heralded in the U.S., we'd be demanding a fucking rematch. How the fuck you in the fight hanging over a motherfucker like an old dish rag and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like he should have had a point taken away from holding this shit and all the other fouls and fucking head busting, all type of wild shit he's doing in the fight, man. You hear me? Now, you see Wilder and Fury, we want to see them run that back. You know what I'm saying? That was a close fight. If he should be trying to fight anybody, it should be Joseph Parker going with him. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, if he wasn't holding on to that, would have got knocked out. So, and we already saw that with Joshua, man. He got knocked out already. We want to see him in Ortiz, man. We want to see him and somebody new. I'm tired of seeing this fucking shit we seen already. That shit wasn't close enough to just run it back and just skip the line, man. Because he beat Lucas Brown, man. Lucas Brown was out of shape. Joseph Parker already lost. And David just man, who asked for that shit? Everybody asking for little motherfucking Derek DeJour, man. And Dillian Whyte wanted to see on TV White. They gave us that shit. Now you about to give us something else we don't want? Where's my call, man? That's that bullshit that happened in the UK, man.
You know, man, this the first call that, bro, I really don't agree with you on. I agree that point should have been deducted. I agree that maybe a rematch should have happened, but at the end of the day, man, Dillian Whyte won that fight, bro. Let him get, man. Let him grow. Let's see what happened, bro. Let's see, is he really a player in the heavyweight division? What y'all scared of? That he's gonna beat Joshua and it's gonna be a trilogy? It is what it is. If Joshua is what y'all think he is, he gonna knock him out first round, right? And then and
about Joshua knocking him out, bro. It's about not making other people wait to see that,
bro. They gonna wait anyway. Niggas ain't banging down
there
Joshua
you go.
Doe.
Mike said it. Mike, exactly. I need you to cut that. They're going to wait. Shut up. Don't
They're going to wait anyway. Yeah, for sure.
They're going to wait anyway. So why not, man? You just killed them all with that statement,
it's like,
right
bro,
there.
It's like this right here. We know what we want, and we ain't got there yet. So what make y'all think we gonna get Ortiz and Big Baby? They ain't willing to.
Listen to me. Stop selling that.
I'm not selling that, bro. But if they're not willing to take what this man is offering, what the fuck is supposed to happen? If you really want the title, Floyd Mayweather said it best. I took the short end of the stick when I faced fucking Oscar De La Hoya. I did not. I was not the A side. Oscar chose my fucking gloves, gave me what he wanted to give me. I knew I had to do that in order to be the fucking man. If y'all really want to be the man, that's how you do it. If you ain't got a fucking belt, if you ain't got nothing bring it to the table, that's how you fucking do it.
Weak, man.
I'm weak.
Yeah, you're weak. That's why I'm right here and I started this podcast, because when I was a caller and I called into these whack ass shows, that's exactly what went through my head. Y'all whack as hell and y'all doing it wrong, and I did it on my own. You a type of motherfucker that you conform to shit. Motherfucker tell you can't do. That's right. That's what the fuck you over here selling. You over here selling bullshit.
You know me personally, nigga.
I'll shut up and let you talk.
I'll be quiet then.
I'll shut up and let you talk, okay? You over here selling that we can't do nothing. Like we ain't got a fucking voice. Like we ain't been telling AJ Ass to come to the U.S. and now he coming to the U.S. Like we ain't been telling AJ Ass to talk up and now he talking up. Like we ain't been telling AJ Ass to come over and do some interviews. Now he doing interviews. Nigga, that's the fuck we do got a voice. Sit your ass down in the corner somewhere without no voice because you want to be conformed. Me and my peoples on this show, motherfuckers hearing us talk. You on the other side trying to sell that bullshit that we needed to take what they serving us. We over here making change. whether nobody want to believe it, whether I'm delusional to think it's coming from us, motherfucker, I see shit change over the last 12 months. AJ was sitting on his island thinking shit was sweet. He ain't over there no more. He over here. He talking over here. Everything is about over here. Now he want to come and mix with the culture over here. So you can stop that bullshit you selling. That's complete lies.
What bullshit I'm selling?
That we don't have a voice and that we just gonna sit and wait.
I didn't say
He
anything.
never said that. Never said that.
That's what he's selling. That we gonna sit and wait, and no matter what we say, we ain't gonna get it. We've been wanting Wilder AJ, we ain't get it. So why would we get something better than not Dillian? Nah, don't sell that bullshit.
He said we're going to wait.
He never said he ain't never.
So he's fighting Ortiz.
I just said if these
so he's
guys,
fighting Ortiz next?
if Ortiz, Big Baby, Dillian Whyte are not willing to conform like Floyd Mayweather did for Oscar, like Floyd Mayweather did for Oscar De La Hoya, they would not get their shot. Period. They're not Wilder. They're not bringing something to the table. That's exactly what I said. Don't try to twist my goddamn words, homie.
You know what's funny too, Mike? Is Ness says that stuff all the time. Ness says that all the time. You say that all the time about people having to take the short end of the stick. But Mike say that, so it's wrong because
sometimes
he's a
you
little
gotta
newer.
take the short end of the stick. And that's what
sometimes, most of the time.
If you're not a champion,
you make your own lane.
Okay, make your own lane, then, homie.
Pay-per-view star. Come on, you sound weird, bro. He a pay-per-view star now. He's selling every fight he do is pay-per-view. He don't need
who you talking about?
White.
Okay. All right.
White.
He pay-per-view star now.
Oh, he not?
He is, but all right. I see what you're saying, but I guess we gotta agree to disagree on this one.
We can absolutely do that.
If he wants to fight and if he want to be a champion, I thought, well, maybe it is about making money. Maybe it is.
Just
you said White's a pay-per-view star. That's what you said, right?
In the UK, ain't he?
Yeah. He is.
Okay.
He is.
But you understand and agree that there is a huge difference between him and Joshua, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But he's got his own lane, don't he? He's the A side on.
It's funny that you say that, and all he keeps talking about is fighting Joshua only.
And that is my point. That is my point.
So his lane that he's creating is Joshua?
No.
That's the own lane that he's creating?
No, he's created his own lane. Listen to me. He's created his own lane because his last few fights have been on pay-per-view, Mario, without Joshua.
Without Joshua money, right?
Yeah, without the purse.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he needs Joshua. Don't get it twisted. He needs that fight.
He absolutely. Everyone needs the Canelo fight. You sound crazy. Everyone wants.
I sound crazy, homie. You're the one spinning that narrative.
Let me talk so you can get what you obviously went over your head. All right, because before Mayweather Pacquiao happened, they each had a lane. And that's why they were able to stay away from each other, because they each had a lucrative lane. Dillian Whyte has created one. His last few fights have been pay-per-view with Chisora, Joseph Parker. And if he fought Big Baby, what do you think it would be? Mario Munguia? Like, stop acting like the man hasn't created his own lane. Let's take a step back. When they offered Deontay Wilder $8 million to fight Dillian Whyte in the UK, wasn't that going to be pay-per-view, Mario Munguia?
Yeah,
Doesn't it establish that he has a fucking lane?
You're right. Wait, so hold on real quick, because this went over my head too. You're talking about Dillian Whyte, who created his own lane? The guy who's done so much financially and who's built himself into something. This is the same guy who an hour and a half ago you were saying, and yesterday you were saying, doesn't deserve anything in the world.
Absolutely.
Doesn't deserve
and you can
Joshua.
Throw extra words to make me look worse or to fit your narrative. It's all good. They're two.
You don't need help for me to look worse.
They're two different things. Him creating his own pay-per-view lane and having fucking UK sheeps and suckers to buy the bullshit pay-per-view.
All right.
That's a different story from him deserving a unified title shot. I'm gonna get.
It's funny.
Look, I don't have to beat you guys down. You can.
Hey man, real quick, man.
Last words, but if you don't agree, you don't agree.
I mean, yeah, we can agree. I'm past that now. I'm steady looking into my fucking screen, bro, and y'all really starting to piss me off, man. Y'all over here fucking shoplifting, bro. If you're watching us on YouTube, smash the thumbs up button. If I look down at my computer again, I swear to God, I want to punch it because you guys are not smashing that thumbs up button. But I need my computer, so I can't really punch it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that fucking movie, Bandersnatch. Throw coffee on it, or like punch it, or you know what I'm saying? I can't choose. You guys got to smash it.
Yo, so could Dillian Whyte's next fight be pay-per-view? Excuse me, Big Baby Miller, could his fight be pay-per-view, Mike?
Depends on who he Big Baby?
Oh, let me rephrase it then.
He's trying to say, can he be an A-side pay-per-view?
No.
All right then.
No. Big Baby is gonna be on a Andre undercard, I think.
All I'm showing is that one guy created his own lane, doesn't need to beg. The same way he walked out the ring, that's the way he should be. You know, all this delusional talk about him deserving and it being 1-1, that's crazy. Idris, no, it's not you, Idris. Sorry, buddy. Other people waiting there. Joel, you want to use your boomeranger?
Yeah. So let's talk, guys. So I'm just fed up with you. Right? Today, I'm fed up with you. Seriously, I'm fed up. So you mean to tell me Ortiz, according to his this year, deserve more than White? You mean to tell me Miller, according to this year, deserve more than White? And then you mean to tell me those two people have done more than White? Is that so?
I mean to tell you that because Dillian fought AJ, he goes to the back of the line. That's the best way I can explain it.
He does. He went. After the AJ fight, he win 8 fights. That's why. How many fights those Ortiz has after the loss? How many fights? 2 fights. After the AJ fight, Dillian Whyte have 8 fights. 8 fights. And then all the 8 fights he has been winning.
So, Prince Joel, let me get this straight. You're trying to compare Luis Ortiz just losing to Wilder in 2018 to Dillian Whyte losing to...
Yeah, 2018. We are talking about 2018. Dillian Whyte didn't lose in 2018. Ortiz lose. He is back in the line.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Yes. Cut it. Unfortunately, your time's up. But guess what? I got it at the very end. I got it. He's talking about going to the back of the line. Very good fucking point.
That's why I was tripping there, because I was like, what?
That's one of those loopholes your lawyer gets you out of some bullshit in right there. That's a loophole, right?
I mean, I've been said that.
That's not a loophole. That's just the way it is.
I mean, no, it is the way it is, but no one used it as an argument. Mike didn't eloquate it that way. You know what I'm saying?
I said Ortiz lost to Wilder this year, came back and fought somebody on FS1, and then he fought Kaufman. That's exactly what I said, but you don't listen, homie.
Well, the thing is that I guess there's no way out of that, Joel. Damn, motherfucker. Good one.
I thought, like, that's just common sense.
I was just about to try and say, well, the thing is that he lost to Wilder, but it's like Dillian Whyte lost to AJ. But again, the thing is that he lost to this year's Wilder. Dillian Whyte lost to, I don't know what version of AJ that was. No one believes that version of AJ is this version of AJ. That's why we don't want that fight, because we see that AJ's gotten so much better that, fighting Dillian Whyte is the same way we felt about Wilder fighting Stavern a second time.
No, it's not. No way.
Absolutely that way, bro.
No way. Not even close. I would like you to ask that question like that. Put that in a poll. Is Whyte Joshua 2 the same thing as Stavern Wilder 2? Because that is
because if you're talking to some UK fans, they're just gonna automatically say, of course not, because they love Dillian, whatever.
And if you're talking to Joshua haters, they're gonna say the same thing too.
J Hardcore Boomerang Status, talk to me.
Yo, I still ain't going for that bullshit, man. If you put White in there with the rest of these cats over here in the USA, man, or majority of them, they wouldn't even have a fucking platform to even fight on because they'd be like so many losses. The only reason why them UK guys get a lot of flash is because they got a goddamn promoter. Other than that, man, if you match them up with our guys over here in USA, they be fucked up. And you know they will. They over there. When Ortiz say, listen, I hit you on the 22nd after White asked him, he said, yeah. No, we ain't hitting out from White, man.
Jay, man, you breaking up something heavy. Hit us back on you know, when you get that together. We're gonna keep the lines moving. We got Steve, TBV.
What's up? So I want to clear some of this up. Are we still talking about who deserves the shot against Joshua?
Well, no. I mean, people have turned it into that. I'm talking more about White's delusion that he feels he's 1-1. Now Joshua's 1-1, so this would be the decider. He feels he deserves the fight because they're 1-1. Like
I actually said that yesterday, didn't I?
Oh
He
my
sort of
God!
copied me.
So
I did say that. Yeah.
So he
I
is
know.
listening then.
Well, I want to clear up the deserve thing first, because, like, you know, let's leave White till last then. Wilder and Fury are probably going to fight each other in a rematch. I mean, I know Wilder's chasing that fight, and I just think it's going to happen in the end anyway. So, you know, we all want a Joshua Wilder fight, but it's not going to happen. We know it's not going to happen yet. And who's that leave? I mean, Big Baby, you know I'm a big fan of Jarrell Miller, but, you know, everybody needs newsflash. Like, we all know that this is at Wembley on the 13th of April, right? We know that that's going to be Joshua's homecoming in the United States, where they're probably going to fight at Madison Square Garden. So it's not going to be Big Baby. I know he deserves the chance, and I think he deserves it more than White. It isn't going to happen yet. It's probably going to be in the fall of 2019. So we've got to rule him out. And then that leaves Ortiz and White. With Ortiz, who's he fought like since Wilder? The two fighters, where are they ranked? Like 83rd in the world? I heard Kaufman, and where's that other guy ranked? I mean, someone said 200.
Yeah, the problem is no UKs want to give any of these US television fighters a shot. They don't want to give Baby a shot, or they don't want to give you know, Jared Miller Luis Ortiz a shot. You guys barely want to give Joe Joyce a shot. You're begging us. Joe Joyce is begging Americans to fight him. He's begging Gerald Washington, begging Gerald Miller. You UK dudes don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. You want paychecks and you want, you know, cheers to fans to cheer for you, but you don't want to fight.
It's a hierarchy, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, that is your time. You got 2 minutes, Jack. That's because I love you. Idris, talk to me.
What's going on, Idris?
It's not your go. Let me see. We got. Damn, did we ever get to the NO? We got to NO.
Yep.
Who's been waiting here? It's this. Yep.
Is Javi back on the line or nah?
Nah, Javi ain't there. Idris, it is your go.
Jeez, Ness, man, you're ducking me, innit, man? That's what it is. You keep telling me it's me and then you change your mind.
Duh.
Like,
A lot of people on the line.
I ain't ready for the heat.
On the line.
Listen, Jay Hardcore's tripping, man. Why does he keep saying that none of these guys want to fight Americans and then bringing up Luis Ortiz? Did you adopt Luis Ortiz in that? You want some fucking...
I mean, did Dillian Whyte fight an American ever in his career?
Well, I didn't know that Luis Ortiz was American. Furthermore, I've never
Gerald Miller's American. Gerald Miller's American. Dillian White blocked Gerald Miller when he was 14-0.
Yeah, all right. But
all right. Let's brush it under the rug. Let's have some tea and biscuits.
Ness.
You want to bring up social media and shit, man. Take that bullshit on.
I mean, that's where fights start. You take that bullshit.
Oh, social media now? When I bring up followers, nigga, you shit on it. But when... Okay.
When's Tank and Crawford scheduled?
Cut it. Go ahead, Idris. We restarted it, man. Mike's so disrespectful.
Well, all of you do that to my calls every single time, fam. Do you know what I mean? Ness, you're worse. You mute me. People don't even know this. You mute me when I talk.
Stop fucking lying.
Anyway, Ness, listen. Didn't Gerald Miller say on your podcast, on your show, I don't want Dillian Whyte. I don't want to fight him. Them words, like,
yo, you want to get muted? Do you want to get muted, or you gonna tell the truth after you say that sentence?
So you're telling me he never said that?
What's the truth? What's the truth?
Are you telling me he never said that?
What's the truth?
No, he said he don't want to fight him. He wants to go the WBA route.
Okay, and then what? And then what happened?
You tell me.
What? No, you tell me, because you're lying.
I remember him saying he don't want to fight him. How am I lying? If I don't know something, it doesn't mean I'm lying.
I'm not gonna cut you off. I'm not gonna cut you off. I'll answer you once your time is up.
Yeah, I'm not inform me then, innit? Because I'm saying that I heard him say he doesn't want to fight Dillian Whyte. And
I'm not
are you
even
gonna tell me he
inform
didn't say
you.
that? You told me right now he didn't say that. You told me right now he didn't say that.
They begged me not to interrupt their call, then they begged me to talk
No.
over their call.
You tell me right now he didn't tell you that he doesn't want to fight Dillian Whyte. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.
He said he begged me not to interrupt the call, and then they begged me to talk.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
Oh my god, yo, I love Idris's calls for real. He's good. He's very good. But that was the funniest
This
shit
nigga
you
Ness
ever
over
said
here,
in your
goddamn
life.
mean,
God
my
damn,
mom now.
you went in on that.
I'm gonna pull up the interview because this is what UK people do. I don't understand it. Like, there's no logic in what he's doing. It's like a tabloid headline, right? Because why come on here and promote that Big Baby said he doesn't want to fight because he wants to go to WBA route when we all know, specifically on this show, especially on this show, we know that the very next week, I went to the camp multiple times throughout that fight camp for Bagdon Dinu. Because of him saying what he said, it ain't like he didn't read the comments, Mike. It ain't like the next week when I got there, he said, you know what? We want a Brit. I want an English muffin. And that's all he's been saying. He's been on Sky saying it when Derek Chisora and Dillian Whyte fought. But they're hanging on to something he said on an interview with me during training camp where immediately after that interview dropped, he changed. He said, they think I'm afraid. Well, I want a Brit.
His trainer said yesterday they would go to the UK to
His
fight
trainer
him.
said yesterday he called them English muffins. The problem with these motherfucking UK sheep, because again, they trying to paint me out as a UK hater. No, it's the UK sheep and sheep alike. Because Mike is a fucking sheep. You see him. You see him with the
my god.
people call in here time and time again, say, Mike, yo, why you ain't being logical? That's because he's a sheep.
Bro.
You don't have to be from the UK to be a sheep.
Oh man, I love it.
Going to JD in Texas, man. Let's get to him.
Hey man, you good at what you do, bro?
Hey, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so
man down.
Just try to get on my game.
Mike down.
I don't know why they gonna call me because I'm a 54 pounder.
UK down.
I have a brother that's at 160.
And what's going on, man? What is going on? Yo, you gotta check I just updated my Patreon. I think I made a mistake last week by doing it. But anyway, new boomeranger.
Uh-oh.
Yo, shout out to that dude, Sonny, man. He said Tommy Morrison. I hope he's right. I mean, damn, we could use a reincarnated knockout king, you know? But anyway.
Shout out to you, man.
Y'all know how.
Shout out to you for enjoying that interview. I kept seeing people like, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Motherfucker, clean the ear wax out your ears and listen and see who he is. Learn something.
Use your fucking Googles.
Casuals.
Fucking 3.0s.
Yo, that's a hard act to follow, though, Tommy Morrison. I hope he live up to what he said. But anyway, man, yo, Dillian Whyte, right? The callers who calling in, I want to know how many people, realistically, I like to get to the root of the problem of what we talking about. How many people really think that Dillian Whyte can actually beat Ortiz? How many people think that Ortiz would give Joshua a better fight than, Dillian Whyte? Ortiz would definitely he would beat the shit out of Dillian Whyte.
If we basing it off bro. If we basing it off Ortiz's last fight, I'm looking at it like, yeah.
No, seriously, Mike, do you actually think? Are you sitting here actually saying that you think Dillian Whyte can beat Ortiz?
Based off Ortiz's last fight against Kaufman, I think.
No, stop trying to.
Well, what you mean stop? Last time you was in the ring, baby.
No,
I told you, man. I told you Mike is a
yes
sheep.
Or no? Do you think that Ortiz would beat Dillian Whyte or vice versa?
I gotta see him when I weigh in.
Oh God. Ortiz fans are gonna tell you straight up. People who listen.
Cut it. JD, I love you. I'm gonna check your shit right now. Make sure you update it so you get that boomerang status starting for the show. We got
That's
other.
a good. My bad. Real quick, that's a good point that Jay makes. I get it, but listen, JD knows he's been a hardcore. He is one of the best callers that's ever called into the show, but he knows damn well
Man,
that
why
ain't
you
the way
always fluffing
boxing
motherfuckers?
works.
Quit
That
fluffing
I'm just saying,
everybody
listen,
up,
that
man.
ain't the way
Everybody
that
ain't a
boxing
good
works.
fucking caller. Everybody ain't a good guest. Everybody ain't
That's
got a
why I
good
don't
career.
call. That's why
All right,
I don't
baby.
call everybody a good guest
All right,
or a good
baby.
call.
I love you,
I'm telling
Mario.
you
Quit
that
fluffing these
JD
niggas. Quit
is
jerking them off.
Listen, don't
Blah.
get mad because JD puts you in a box sometimes. That motherfucker is a good caller. He is. All right. He's been a good call for years. All I'm saying is he knows damn well that ain't the way shit work. It don't work that way. We don't go off of who would beat who.
Yo, JD, I see your status. So let me get to like one or two and I'll get right back to you because I'm afraid if you press one, you'll be left out. But you could always call in on Skype if that happens. I want to get to a brand new call. It looks like in the 760-912, 760-912. After this caller, I have the interview that dropped November 7th, the one that guys like Idris and other UK sheep like to ignore with the truth. 760-912. First time caller?
Nah, this the big homie right here. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
Big homie, you got a new number? What's going on, B?
Nah, this is the same number. This is the same number. Yo, Ness, man. Shit, homie, I see they got you up there, solo bolo. I feel where you coming from, man. Mike, let me ask you a question.
God damn.
Do you want to see Dillian Whyte against Anthony Joshua? That's the question. Do you want to see it? Everybody's saying he deserves it. But do you want to see that fight again?
Why not? It's not a good fight.
It's other matchups.
It's not a good fight.
He can't come over here and fight against. Why he can't come fight Baby Miller in
I wouldn't mind seeing Big Baby Miller either.
Brooklyn or something?
I wouldn't mind seeing that
He's
either.
gonna keep fighting domestic fights over and over. They're gonna keep throwing remixes. He just
Y'all say domestic, but this guy is fucking world level, bro. He's number one WBC, bound to be number one in the WBO. So what are we talking about?
watching them dudes recycle themselves, homie. Who gonna be next?
It's boxing. So you get one loss, and we just throw you away. That's the problem with the sport right now, homie.
It's just that it's we want to see something different. That's it, homie. That's all Ness trying to say. He want to see something different, homie. We don't want to see the same bullshit. Because what's gonna happen to Dillian Whyte after he lose? He gonna work his way back up, and they're gonna fight again. Because
what if he win?
Fought a couple dudes.
What if he win?
You know he not.
Who?
Come on, homie.
All right, bro.
You know he not. You know Dillian Whyte is not.
I've seen Dillian Whyte hurt AJ in the amateurs. I've seen Dillian Whyte hurt AJ in his first professional fight. I've seen Dillian Whyte hurt AJ before. So it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility that he can get this man up out of there.
Hey, Ness, it's nothing you can say, homie. We already knew this was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They're already talking Dillian Whyte. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep it domestic. They're not gonna come to
Cut it. Big homie, man, you absolutely right, man. I've been saying it was gonna be Dillian Whyte forever, man. The fact that we here debating and the saddest part of all is that they brainwash my American co-host. That's how powerful.
No. Don't even go there because listen, Big Homie's question would have been better if he should have worded it like this. Are there other fights you'd rather see instead of Whyte? And that's the answer. That's yes, of course. I'd rather see Ortiz. I'm starting to hear the case about Big Baby. I'm starting to like it a lot more, especially after having his trainer on yesterday. But that would have been the better question to me because it's like, would you see it? Like, are you okay seeing it? Yeah, I'm okay seeing Whyte, but I would rather see Ortiz.
Let's go to Matt on Skype. Matt, unmute yourself on Skype, Matt. Clock's ticking.
Hello.
Hello, buddy.
Hello there, guys. All right. Yes, start of the show today, I heard Mario saying that he'd like to see Dillian Whyte take more risk. Did you say that, Mario?
Yeah, I would like to see him fight Ortiz, I didn't mean like more risk, like he hasn't fought anybody good. I meant risk like don't keep waiting for the Joshua fight, like fight someone else, fight Ortiz, fight Big Baby.
Oh my God, that sounds like what I'm saying. You got your own lane. Why fucking wait for Joshua?
Do you think like White's been waiting at all? I think he's been very active the last year or so, and he's been fighting very decent opposition instead of like Romanian cab drivers and 45-year-old Polish.
Hey, you
former
just
cruiserweight champions.
Matt, are you the Matt from the chat?
I haven't been in the chat today, no.
Damn, because some Matt in the chat, somebody named Matty was like, "Oh, I'm calling in on Skype." Sure that wasn't true? Sure that wasn't true?
No, not me.
Well, fuck it. I'm coming at all Matts. All right? All Matts. So what was it that you just said? Because it was something I was going to come at you, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, the Romanian cab drivers. No, I got you. I got you. You earned yourself more time. You earned a shot at me. Do you want a shot at me? Or do you want your call?
Take it. Take it, Matt.
Go ahead.
Oh, you see, I'm not AJ. I'm not making you jump through hoops of fire, sign contracts with flat fees. No, I'm giving you a fucking shot. So you said he's fighting a Romanian cab driver, yet you failed to mention that he signed to Eddie Hearn, the same promoter that I keep saying gives all his fighters a diet. What he's doing is keeping Big Baby active the way that he promised, systematically making him popular, but also not giving him the relevant enough fights to make you want to say, oh, who has he fought? Or stop saying who has he fought, right? Because it is in the promoter's hands. I mean, Big Baby could only take what is offered to him. Maybe there's more options.
I thought Big Baby said it's a partnership with Eddie Hearn. It's not the typical promoter / fighter thing. I'm working with Eddie Hearn.
I love that Mike wants to help you here, Matt, so I'll kill him with you. I thought that since you want to bring up things that you thought Big Baby said, I thought Big Baby wanted a WBA regular shot the last time he fought Bagdon Dinu. He didn't get it, okay? Fighters always want something. Next, Mike or Matt.
What you mean? Won't, but I'm saying
he's been heading for that.
Who's been what? Who's been what, Matt?
Okay, people are it's looking bad on me now. I want the English guys, so I want to fight Dillian Whyte and all those sort of guys. So, I mean, if he's going to go that WBA regular route, it's going to take forever.
No, don't even bring up the regular route. Ness said that he wants a English muffin, right?
He does want an English muffin.
Let's get it popping then.
Damn, did the call drop? What the fuck happened? Matt, you there?
The only one he's gonna get is AJ or White. Those are the two signed with the zone.
Matt, you there?
I'm there, man.
All right, we lost you for a bit. What was the last thing you said?
My last thing I said was that if White, because White's been fighting pay-per-view fights his last couple of fights, he isn't going to go backwards now and have a fight that isn't pay-per-view. So if he fights like Ortiz or if he fights Jarrell Miller, that isn't going to be pay-per-view in the UK.
Oh my God, Matt! I gave you extra time to have you lie.
Why wouldn't that be pay-per-view?
Yeah, man, you smoking them, bro.
No. Let him try to explain that.
Why try to explain a lie, Matt?
Yeah, don't make sense.
I just want to hear. I want to hear.
Fine. We'll hear delusion then. Go ahead, Matt. Explain your myth.
I don't think it will be. I mean, Jarrell Miller, who is he fought, really? I mean, who's he, why is that going to be pay-per-view in the UK? Just because it'll be pay-per-view just because Dillian Whyte has every fight that is pay-per-view. It wouldn't be anything to do with Jarrell Miller.
The fact that he's an American alone, please, man. You guys, you know, you guys eat that shit up. Stop it. Hey, look, we got to get to other callers, though. Matt, we got to get to other callers. But that is a taste of the love that you get as a Patreon family member. Even though you are not yet, Matt, we're just giving you a love. We're extending the olive branch of Patreon love. We're going.
I can't see how Ortiz wouldn't be a pay-per-view.
Dude, he's delusional. We're going to JD next on the boomerang status.
Oh, here we go.
Yo, I'll be real brief with this shit, man. As far as Dillian Whyte goes and Anthony Joshua, when it comes to Ortiz, like Lenny, what's his name, Lenroy Thomas? Like he said earlier, man, Stop calling his fucking name if you don't want to fight. Joshua just came out and called his name in the interview. Why? You know what I mean? Y'all dangling the carrot in front of this man's face, like here, and then you're like, oh, too slow. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, cut the bullshit, man. Like, we all know Ortiz is like number 3 in the heavyweight class. Number 3 or 4. Ranked ahead. We did the top 5 last week?
Yeah.
Nobody had Dillian Whyte over Ortiz. So let's just cut the bullshit. That's all I got to say. Stop calling a man name if you don't want to fight. I agree with Linroy.
Texas, stand up. Brandon, Cincinnati.
What's going on, TVV? People getting the questions confused. People is who's most deserving, not who we want to see. If we go by who's most deserving, then Mike is right, man. Dillian Whyte's the most deserving of the 3 people. You take the shittiest guy he beat this year, Lucas Brown, and he arguably beat everybody on Jarrell Miller. I mean, 5 years ago, Jarrell Miller, you could have talked shit and fought those level of opponents and got a title shot when Calvin Brock and people like that were heavyweights in America. But sorry, my guy, you got to put a little more work in.
Well, he's
Now,
trying to fight
as far as
Dillian Whyte.
Ortiz and
He's
Whyte-
trying to fight Dillian Whyte, Derek Chisora, David Price, David Allen. None of these fucking UK ducks taking the challenge.
You bum. Hopefully, he can get the Dillian Whyte fight.
Yo, you know
Now,
what's the
as far
sad
as-
part? How is nobody realizing that this is the same exact thing that happened to Ortiz? Meanwhile, we keep giving the UK credit. We got fucking brainwashed Mike over here saying, yo, Dillian Whyte deserves a shot because look at what he's done. But there's 2 Americans in the top 5 to 6 that haven't had a shot at anybody except Wilder. Man, get the fuck out of here. Let's play fair. If UK is dominating heavyweight boxing, then why these Americans are left on the fucking outside? Somebody's scared, man. Somebody's scared. Don't worry, my voice is gonna get big enough where they're gonna have to hear me. Somebody's scared. Fuck out of here.
At the end of the day, Ness, man, I mean, I know Miller your boy, but he got to put in more work. I mean, you could argue Kalinaki has better wins than Miller right now. The wins over Spilka and Charles Martin are better wins than
Andrew Washington.
And I don't see no British dudes calling Kalinaki out either.
Exactly. I mean, so as far as Miller, I mean, he got to put the work in, man. He ain't did enough, in my opinion. Now Ortiz is a different story. If Joshua wants to change the U.S. perception of him, because right now we think he's a duck, then you fight Ortiz and stop him faster than Wilder did, and then you can say, look what I did to Ortiz. It made him look like shit. Wilder had all that trouble with him. So that's who, if I'm Joshua, that's who I fight next. But as far as who's most deserving, I mean,
cut it. Ortiz does not have a better win than Dillian Whyte.
I love your nonchalant.
Just saying, man.
Whatever, man. Look, I wasn't in the background listening to this shit, right? We just gonna sit through it though, because it's ours. We could do that. They can't flag us for playing our own shit.
I think he really said it. If you don't get Deontay, he's considered a Dillian Whyte fight. And I know.
Yo, that's funny. Look at where the interview starts. November 7th, he already saying the same shit we still talking about. I'm just saying, peep game, dog. Peep game. He said, AJ already said it. If he don't get Deontay, he won Dillian. What we talking about right now? Dillian wanting that AJ shot April 13th.
AJ don't really want nothing to do with Deontay. So I think he will fight Dillian Whyte. You know, I like to be on the undercard, knock out Chisora or something like that, or David Price on the undercard, knock out one of these Brits. I mean, that's really about it. But we'll see though. You know, I want to stay busy. I want to get back in there early as possible. Fight February, fight April. You know, I think that'd be a good fight.
So he just called out Mad Brits right there. I don't know why they can't find this interview. Why they didn't hear him say that if AJ fights Dillian Whyte, he'll be on the undercard? Like, they didn't hear that? They always want the Americans to play ball. I mean, is he not conforming enough for you, Mike?
I mean,
boxing himself in. Is he not taking away enough options?
I didn't
Make him vulnerable enough.
I didn't know that was the argument.
What you mean?
I thought the argument was who was more deserving of the AJ title fight.
That was never the argument. That was Mike's route to change it. I thought we argued that yesterday. I thought today was Big Baby's delusion.
No, that's definitely not in the title.
The fact that he thinks
this will be
ducking him. Like, how could AJ be ducking you?
You said Big Baby's delusion. You meant White.
Excuse me, White's delusion.
Okay. There we go.
My bad, Gerald. We know you delusional. We know you just want an English muffin on the plate.
Okay.
We're gonna go to KO.
Maybe AJ is ducking him though. He was on the ring apron and said, "Hey, you're number 3."
Hey, because he is number 4. 5. Caught me 5. Hey, KO'd on the boomerang status. What up, baby? Cutting that line like that was good.
KO.
Okay.
KO said, "Fuck this, man. I'm just listening."
Oh shit! I think he did just drop off, bro. He sure enough. I'm gonna hit him back on the mic check. But in the meantime, let me see. We got DJ.
What's going to go, DJ? That's my DJ.
DJ.
Hey yo.
Not you. Wrong DJ. That's another DJ. Yours is like French, bro. We gonna go to you later, Frenchie. DJ, like DEEEJ. Going once. There you go. Come on. DJ, you ready? Going twice. All right, we going to the new DJ. How do you pronounce your name? Is it pronounced the same way?
Daja.
Yeah, nah, that's Deej. You get me?
Oh, Deej. What up? Where you calling in from?
Yeah, I'm calling from the UK. I also live in Hempstead in New York as well. So anyway, 2 things. You want a nice jerk? Just go to Tropical Jerk in what's it called? Nassau. You're good. You're good if you like Dan Hempstead. Anyway, the main thing is I'm not into like the fanboy business. If people want to be fans of Wilder, Fury, Joshua, we just want the big fights made. I think we can all agree with that. It's just like, if this fight doesn't happen between Wilder and Joshua at the earliest opportunity, does that fight happen in 2019? Is there any room for that fight to be made in 19 with mandatories coming up? Because how long can we keep Brazil waiting and such?
Well, you know what AJ said, man. He. I mean, isn't Miss Cleo from Jamaica or Nigeria and shit? I mean, she said it. You know, she was a psychic. AJ said 2020. I mean, it runs in the blood. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we just want this fight to happen. I mean, where do we go from now? How do we make this happen? How do we just say to Wilder, look, just what's it called? Start
honestly,
talking to the guys.
Look, if you ask my honest opinion, the only way to make this happen is to send a decent offer. What was the Marlon Brando? Make an offer you can't refuse? Is that what?
I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse.
That's the only
Godfather.
It's the only way. Like, we all know this. We could sit here till we turn blue and tell each other it's this side and that side. Unless that offer is fair, there's no way it's happening. Listen, it's not even about Wilder AJ. Remember that we seen this happen with Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe. Riddick didn't ever fight Lennox because the offer wasn't fair.
Do you know what, though? I think we're heading to a dangerous situation where the heavyweights at the top, and this is controversial for me to say this as a Brit. I think Fury is there with a fake status where he can just jump into these top fights without earning it. If anyone should be fighting the likes of Dillian Whyte, Brazil and such, it should be Fury. He should be going around proving himself and working his way up the rankings.
I don't think he got to, man. Listen, he did enough in that Wilder fight, bro. Listen, we've been giving Diego Chavez credit for losing to Keith Thurman for years. We give Derek Chisora credit for losing for years. Nah, man, definitely you got to give Tyson Fury credit for that draw. He fought his ass off. But thanks for calling in. Daps on Skype. What up?
What's going on, Daps? Yeah, I said this shit kind of loud.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
calling from the UK, but in New York right now, really finding out that what the Americans think about Wilder, you know? Crazy.
Yo, you should, for every person you ask, do you know who Deontay Wilder is? Say, what do you think of Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna make a video because I've been down in Philly last 2 days, down in a couple gyms in Philly. I mean, quite a few people like Wilder, but they know that if Wilder fought AJ like that, you're getting himself knocked out. I'm telling you. And that's the main thing I've been getting. But anyway, to the point about Dillian Whyte, yeah. I mean, it don't really matter who it is. Dillian. First thing, Les, I want to ask you a question. Actually, is Luis Ortiz American?
Hell no.
Okay.
He lives in America, though. Remember, wait a minute. Technically, someone Google it. He's a Cuban that defected, automatically gets U.S. citizen status, homeboy. He's a refugee. His passport is like blue. He gets a refugee passport. So I don't know, buddy.
He's American, innit? When he was with matching for that year, nobody's screaming he's American, yeah?
No, but
anyway.
Listen. You know what happened? Anyway. Hold on. Let's not do anyway. Let's give you more time. Remember, when he was with Matchroom, nobody was screaming his name because of the diet that Eddie Hearn gave him. What do you think Eddie Hearn is doing to Gerald Miller? He's slowing his progression down so he doesn't fuck up Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
Same thing he did to Luis Ortiz.
How many people do you want Joshua to fight?
It's like a hurdle.
Ortiz, Miller, Wilder.
Hey, listen. Stop crying. Stop crying because there's no crying in boxing. Even though tension was crying, there's no crying in boxing. And everybody knows that Vladimir Klitschko defended all those titles for 12 years. Yeah. He didn't cry. So stop crying for Joshua.
My point anyway. I don't want you to end up steering their way and then cutting it or whatever when you try and get your voice, try and get your words in there. Sure. But anyway, Dillian Whyte has done way more than Miller and Ortiz this year, and even last year as well. So there's no like these fights will come, but they're for the American fights. What's the point in AJ fighting Ortiz in London? When he can fight a London guy who's going to get paid way more money.
A London guy. You're such a man.
You got to think about it. He's going to come and fight these guys in America, because the market is there.
What sort of fan are you, bro? What sort of fan are you? Why are you worried about AJ Pockets? What sort of fan are you?
If he's got a date in April,
it doesn't make sense to fight American.
If he's got a date in April, then he's going to fight a UK guy. When he comes to America, he'll fight Ortiz. He'll fight Miller.
You got it, man. You earned yourself. Yourself a bit more time for talking nonsense, man.
Hey, I got an announcement. We tonight at 8:00 we will have 7:30. We will have James the Beast Wilson on heavyweight from Golden Boy Promotions. So he will be fighting on the zone. So
more heavyweight talk later on tonight. Flagship show. This has been a long fucking show, bro.
No, man.
Finally got to everybody.
You wanted to fucking go to the UK, man.
Go to you because I left you for last because you usually never fucking talk. So you're talking today? Nope. Right? Just listening.
Nah, bro.
I know. Yeah, he's always just listening. So that's it. We got through it. Jeez Louise. This was a 3-hour show. Holy shit. Mario's falling asleep over there. He's got to hit the gym. So much shit going down, man.
We got motherfucking comment creeping at 1:00.
Oh my God. So much work to do.
No, we got to push that back to 2.
Uh-oh. Mario gonna fall asleep again.
We got the Abner Maris.
Yeah, I did fall asleep yesterday. I fucked up though, that Garcia.
Abner Maris.
I mean, we got Leo Santa Cruz, a media caller too. If you want to do that live.
It ain't a media call.
No, it's a conference, bro.
It is a conference call?
Yeah,
no, not a conference. It's a my bad. It's a press conference.
Yeah, that's what
press conference. Oh, my bad.
Sleepy time.
Wait, what time do we got Jared Hurd though?
4.
Jared Hurd is 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern time. We got the unified 154 junior middleweight champion Jared Jared Hurd. 4 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Central. So that makes it 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if it is 4 p.m., it makes it either 9 or 10 UK time. Boom. And then immediately after that at 5 o'clock, we got Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, who's going to be taking on Jose Ustategui, last seen on ESPN. IBF champion Jose Ustategui.
I really like that fight.
The two people that beat Jose Ustategui.
The guy that Korbov and
I forget it, man. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter. Mike Sleepy over here, yo. You
nigga, you said who beat
Is it the guy who beat? Yo, you sound like Jim.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
How you sound?
Hey, bro, you need to calm down. All right, you doing a little bit too much over there, man. You getting a little bit too excited, homie.
Check out guys. Didn't Ness just hate on her? If you, motherfucker, who cares? Don't Howard Stern talk shit about everybody. That's what the fuck I do. Put me on his level. Fuck wrong with you?
It was Korobov and Durrell, by the way.
Put some respect on my name, punk.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312, and we'll come back with another one. Patreon only, coming, creeping. Y'all know how we do it.
Yo,
follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Martin Mungia.
We're gonna talk about on comment creeping. We out.
Peace.